Yo, 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 yo. Let's go. Live on Twitter, Mob Crush, Rumble, Facebook, at DLive, Freaky TV, YouTube, Trovo, and Twitch. Nemo TV, actually, I'm going to check that out right now, because it's been like that for ages, and I don't know why it's doing that. There we go, and we'll fire up this one. We are going to be playing the other one, but I'll just do a little bit of this one. We haven't streamed that one in a while, we should. Okay, let's have a check out Nemo. What's wrong with Nemo TV? This one takes so long to load up. It is loading up, by the way. Log in. Dashboard. Whoa, that's real cool. Welcome to the stream, UHH. How much have I changed? What have I changed in? Boom, this is level 16 now. Okay. I'm trying to figure out this thing. Check it out. The level system's really interesting, I find, for that. I'll actually check out, I'll do it, So I want Nemo to work, I don't know why it hasn't been working. Oh no, it does show online. Oh, all good then. But on this one it doesn't. So it shows it here. Boom. Nemo. Nah, it's not streaming. I'll try and figure that out before we... Oh, wait, no, we have to do the other thing. That's... What? I mean, banned? What the heck? What do we get banned for? What? See, this is so dumb. We've been banned off Periscope. Oh, no, we just got warned with that, I think. Well, no, we got temporarily suspended. But then I think it was because I'd like been promoting Trovo heaps just in the general chat, well, which then was that chat as well. That's crazy. What do we mean? Maybe I was streaming too long. I don't know. It's so weird. Like, what the heck? I don't recall getting any email from them saying that I've been banned. Oh, well, I guess we're not streaming on there then. Maybe they just assumed it was just like a fake stream or something. A golden... Oh, I thought it said ban account details. No, it's probably not going to tell me where I'm banned. Why I'm banned. 130 hours, that's an odd amount. Maybe it was banned a few days ago for something. Maybe it was because I left the stream and then they said that, and then it was like, well, he's not part of the stream. No, but everyone go to the toilet, so it depends on how long. I mean, I took off like an hour, but as in... Some people could go for 5 minutes and someone could report it. Surely that wouldn't be a bannable offense. That's so odd. I'm just going to check my emails just to see. Okay, and then in here we'll just do our classic. Get the gold. Do one battle. I got to 15 stages yesterday. It was pretty cool. Nemo TV. Oh, reasons for violation. That was ages ago. Oh, that was due to infringement. What the heck? That was, when was that? That was March 24. I don't know what the infringement was. I emailed them and they never responded. This is so dumb. I just don't... This is just so wrong how companies do this. It's just... I mean, and it's in their right to in that, but an actually decent company doesn't just ban people for infringement and not tell them what infringement it was, like what part of content, who did I infringe on, who was claiming this infringement, and neither does it say, and then I email them saying, okay, well, what's this infringement for then? And they don't tell you, they don't answer, that's it. And then it's just like, okay, now you're banned as well. Like, a few months later, it's like, what am I banned for? Are you going to show me the information of what I'm banned for? If I contact you, is it just going to be like last time and you won't respond? And I don't know what I banned, and I don't know then how to prevent not getting banned in the future because I don't know what you banned me for? So dumb. It's just so stupid. See, this is the last time I got banned. This is really dumb. Okay, we got none on. Just got the one on YouTube. Okay, we'll just quickly do this, and then we actually have to... Yeah, we really need to go. Actually, I'm gonna go do that now. I don't want to run out of time. Left it a bit long. I only got like 5 hours something, about 5 hours sleep, so then went to Bible study, then I went back to sleep for a few hours. Oh, not now. Level 15. I reckon our coins potentially would keep increasing. Man, we haven't actually got them in tokens. Who knows how long today's stream actually will. Well, if I start doing really bad, then I'll just stop early-ish. Yeah, the top level you can get to will be 16. With maxing all the minis and maxing the heroes. Let me guess, it's Spear Goblin and that other thing. Yep. They had like a couple of different ones for a little while, and then it's like gone this. Spear Goblin. Those other ones, it's just a matter of... So I'm not going to do that on real, even though we will have to do some real ones. Let's go. Oh, and what's the rank for this? 30, Oh, I mean, dropping 5 positions over like 48 hours isn't actually that bad. 5 positions. Yeah, and we can... It's doable to get up that. Yeah, okay. Let's go. Banned on Nemo TV, eh? Don't know what for. Imagine if they put the bowler. Oh. Happy. Oh dear. Oh wait, it doesn't matter, that's right. It's this one. Seems legit. They might put a bowler right on the border. I think they will, and then it'll get done. Yeah. Yeah, they got me. We'll just probably put the bowler right there, which I can't stop. I put it in the wrong lane. That was dumb. Oh well. Yo. Now it's so hard for you guys to They're not ranked. 2 on YouTube, 1 on Twitch. Here we go, an achievement already. Maybe they'll be like, oh, here's fresh meat. That bowler on there, they won't get me. I have a bad feeling about today. I think we're just like, yesterday was like a good day, and maybe the last good day that we get. Who knows? We'll try our best. There we go, and we'll box them in. Oh, I did it there. What the heck? Nah, he's got. Fortunately, not ranked. Well, they might be. Hey, that works out quite well. We almost can win this one, don't we? Ah, we went bad. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be I don't know when it stopped, but I don't think it. I don't know. I don't think in 2 years I'll be a streamer. Oh yeah, they were lucky. They got to verse me again. Hello, it's me. I was wandering. I'll actually try and win this one. Oh no, the 3 nonsense doesn't actually really matter. Yeah, we got this one. Let's go. Yeah, the queen's actually doing really well. Yeah, I don't know when I'd stop. Well, it'll depend on a few. Well, it'll depend on many things actually. But we'll see. Nice. Yeah, it almost never gets the shield up. If you got the shield up every time, then I reckon it'd be really good value. Because he doesn't get shield on most times. It's sort of like, it's not actually that helpful. So who will win? But now it's like, it was looking reasonable. Hey Peter, welcome to the stream. Try and get that. No. Mission failed. We'll get him next time, boys. That if you can get it, then it's really good, but it's just so hard to get it. Oh no! Oh, we didn't spear goblin. I mean move. Not a bad attack. We're like close. Man! Wait, it looks like we're actually gonna win. Oh no, I don't know. I don't think so. Oh, that was close though. Two more rounds and that should be done. Oh, actually, win 9 rounds. Oh, yikes. That's going to be a tricky one. Oh, rounds, though. Man, have we only won 1 should yeah. Oh, I keep versing him. It's almost like this is such a stupid thing where they mix the two. It's almost like match fixing because, yeah, it's like, it's such a bad, yeah, it's such a bad, yeah, we got him. Wow. Like, it's so bad a deck when you're trying to just, well, it can be when someone just really wants to get some things and then the other person just scores all the I mean, I will have scored off people like that. But it's sort of like a silly way to just, like, give out trophies. Like, oh, let's give someone because of this and that. It's like, no, it's a pretty pathetic reason that they should get to move up. Just because you're just like, I really need to get some trophies fast. 29 minutes. We should still be able to complete all our achievements. I reckon we might win this one. You just can't avoid that giant skeleton. Oh, we're gonna win this one. Oh no! Oh well. Nah, our shield guy died anyway, so all that shielding up. Oh, looks like we still win. Yeah, we will. Wow. Somehow we won this one. So maybe have a streak. Not anymore. That'll win us some rounds as well, and hopefully that other achievement. Boom, yep. Place one more with him. 1 more rounds. Okay, we'll collect that out. Oh, no, collect it now. 250. Oh, we don't need that other thing anymore. Oh, Carlos, hey. Yeah, no, we don't. Okay, well, they don't get the bonus. I reckon we'll win it. Hey, we got a shield up. Yeah, I reckon we'll win this round. Let's go. Cole win again. So he didn't like get in line any of my troops. Oh. Yep. Okay, got that smack. He didn't get in line any of my troops, and I got the benefit of getting extra health. So it worked quite well for me. Maybe we'll go for the last one. So think, well, surely now he'll think that I won't. So no, I'll still go for you. You. Do. He hasn't got any of those ones, you know, the normal troops that do those interesting things. Yeah. Oh, he was still in that line. Because according to the pattern, I would have actually done the same. Yeah, that goes down. Oh dear. Might still win. Oh. Nice, gonna smack it. Oh, nice. Nice. 3v1 Carlos. I mean, this is basically my normal deck now. Just about. Boom. So now we swap out boom and boom, and we're up for reals. Here we go. Got a little bit of a different deck this time though. Oh, it is mirrors. Yep, for sure. Clear mandate to do this. Oh, I was hoping it would spawn the other side, otherwise, if it did, we definitely would have won. In this case, we still might win. Oh, no! Oh. The bowler had gone the other way. Welcome to the stream, Yoda's a coin. It's 50-50. Yeah. Oh, he's hitting her. Cool. Oh, yeah, this should be. Oh, I don't know. Maybe not. No. Wow. He's gonna knock me out. That first round was really unlucky that the bowler went that way versus the other way. I don't really want to. Oh, sure. Something like that, yeah, that'll do. Yeah, I just thought, yeah, we'll probably do that again. Oh, we're moving back further. He's just gonna get wasted. Yeah. Oh, maybe not. We might win this round. It looks like we will. Not out quite yet. Probably soon to be. We haven't got any bowler though. Let me put them there. Oh no, no, it's both spawning the same line. Oh, it didn't make a difference. Oh no, I should have put it around the edge. Oh yeah, I should have done that. I was trying to get him not to go to the fight so fast. I look like he didn't get hurt too much. Oh. Nah, they totally got me out. Okay, off to a negative start. Going down to start the day. With 2 more rounds, which yeah, we'll be able to do. Again, though. Oh, Zimmer! Yeah, we got this round. That gets us the achievement. maybe we haven't. If we got that guy maxed out, we would have got this round for sure. He would have knocked him. Oh, now we see that was a game. This was a round where we would have won if we had the hero maxed. So yeah. Then it's frustrating because due to not spending more money, that's why we're not winning this one. It might not be, well, it's not exclusively because I was playing better as well, but had I spent more money, yeah, I would have won that round. Or then it's frustrating that we've lost it. No, this is a terrible start. It would be 2-1 if I had spent more money. Yeah, I was gonna move that guy out of the bowler's way. See, we would have won now because that first round when we hit that guy, it would have done 7 more damage. It's so annoying. It's like, had we spent more money, we wouldn't have lost this game. And we go -3 rather than +8. Plus he gets up, so yeah, that's really annoying. That's really annoying. Honestly, I think I'll just start with an hour break. I just cannot stand this game. It's just so sad. How's the rumble looking? Yeah, I'll start doing a rumble. We'll get another iTunes card. I got one yesterday, so I started up again because I'm so close. Well, I'm close to maxing, so yeah. This whole thing is just so unjust. That my account just has been showing up so minimal on YouTube. I think probably because of that ban, which then they've dropped the P score. Then done something to my channel. Like, I was getting 20,000 views a day before I was banned, and then after I was banned, I was getting 500 views a day. And it's not like all the views that I was getting were only on my new uploads and people have now become interested. It was on videos that I've had up for ages that were getting heaps of views, but none of those videos then are now suddenly getting heaps of views again. Like, and so yeah, it's just utterly screwed my channel. And then yeah, now it's just yeah. And then I don't get any growth back, which... Or very, very minimal growth back, which then is like defeats the entire purpose of this is an investment to try and get growth, but then we didn't get the growth, so then it's like pointless. So sad. I should have just kept buying back then, because then I stopped. It's like, no, I'm not going to get any more, and anyway, I've started buying them again. So I spent another 100 euros, and I just spent 100 euros right now, so... And I think it's all going to have failed anyway, which is just gutting, because it's like, well, I'll just wasted. Well, it might work, though. It's just so unfair. It's so stupid. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we go. I've now spent over 1,000 euros. I've spent 1,020 euros on this game. Total. Oh, that was an unlucky hit to the head. Only level 5. But had we been growing on YouTube, we would have got heaps of growth, because there's a lot of interest in this game, and then we would have had it probably, well, I assume thousands and thousands of unique viewers over the course of the multiple streams. Like, even if we got 1,000, well, yeah, we should have had so much growth. Like, the fact that OJ's stream got over 500,000 views proves that there was views to be had. They just didn't end up coming to my channel virtually at all, despite being one of the, well, currently one of the top 30 players in the world. And there's still interest in this game. It's just, the whole thing's just been incredibly, the YouTube algorithm, well, it's because I think they've blacklisted, or they've done something to my channel. There's no way that I played that really bad. What, how did he, oh no, it's a rumble. It's like, how did he swap heroes? Yeah, we've lost this one. Really bad. Yeah. Gotta beat Ashura. How you find the game, Chris? Not very well. I mean, yeah, no, I don't know. I'm playing it. I don't know if I don't like it. It's like, it can be a fun game, but it's just well, for me that's another factor, so that doesn't really reflect on the game. I still think it's so stupid how much is related to luck, so yeah. Oh no, okay, we passed. That's good. I've just tried so hard to make this YouTube thing work, and it's just failed. Like, I've just put in so much life into it. Like 2017, or that wasn't a huge amount. That was 2 videos a week, which was still, it was still definitely something. But yeah. But yeah, we've just put so much to it, and it's just failed. And so much of it was out of my control, like the ban. So it's, and the reappeal of the ban, which they rejected for months, and then I got it back, and then it cost me thousands of dollars and a huge amount of growth right when I was starting to take off. It's just, I don't know, and I just can't get over that, because like, when I can't get all that back, and my channel's permanent, it's like all this streaming gets me virtually nowhere. So it's like, oh, it's just so stupid. Because, yeah. Ah, they avoided the lines. Yeah, I think they won. This is the finals, though. Pretty sure. Yeah, he wins. Only just. Low chance we can win. Nah, he got it. Well, we got 4 trophies. Yeah, and so it's just like this. All the stream is virtually almost pointless because it's just so little growth. Don't be demotivated, bro. Your time. I don't think, but people have been telling me that for 4 years. I mean, back then I didn't let on how negative I'd feel when it didn't work out, but yeah. It's like, well, you know, if I've been doing YouTube for 10 years and, like, I've made almost no income in real life because I'm doing all this, and it's still like, don't be, you know, it's like, you can only say, it's a nice saying, but then reality is, well, actually, I have to, oh, yeah, we got that in time, just, cool. I don't know. If you grind, you'll make it big. A lot of people gave up on Brawl Stars, but look, we're the OG, but not all of them. I'm sure there's many that covered it for a long time that never ended up succeeding at it. But it's true. It's true that, yeah, some of them stuck at it and then it worked out in that. So then maybe that will be one of these games for me, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot of luck. Very difficult to remove that in this game. There are things they could do. There are things they could do. Okay, I will... now I'm gonna just go like this. Boom. Boom. Can't do that. I just don't even enjoy streaming, like, basically at all right now. But then there's times where I go, oh, I don't know, but overall, I'd say overall it's a net negative streaming. Honestly, I think it's a net negative, because even though there is, like, these nice times, I'd say, well, not half, I don't know, it's hard to calculate, but even if, let's say, just 20 to 30% of it's negative, which it is, I just think it's so not worth it. I'm just constantly, at this game at least, in some games, it wasn't the case with Rush Wars, so I just have to find the right game. But there's just not that. I mean, the right game is so hard to find because I have to actually succeed at it. Which, I mean, it's so hard to find a game that's actually really popular and that I'm really good at and that I'm getting growth for. I'd found that in Rush Wars, and yeah. Now it's like I can't find it again, and it's those types of games are so rare. Just ones that do well, and let alone ones that I'm actually really good at. No. I just don't even see myself at all lasting at this game, or just lasting at YouTube in general. It's been such an awful, horrific, negative experience. There's been wonderful times within it. It's absolutely the case. But if I think of all the things I could have done and achieved and learned in the time that I spent, the literally hundreds, if not thousands, I'm pretty sure thousands of hours that I spent on YouTube, I reckon I'd have done way better at life. Way better at life, yeah, doing other things, not YouTube. I think YouTube has been probably the biggest obviously, I'm not denying that there was a lot of great things that I learned and people that I've met, etc. But so overall, I think YouTube's been a mess. Well, I'd say a big waste of my life and a big net negative. Oh, it's like I just noticed how the screen then curves back like that. And overall, like a big net negative on my life. I just think it's just been. I wish yeah. And honestly, I wish I'd never done YouTube. Like, I just actually do. Like, as of in 2017, I wish I'd just never gone into YouTube. I think, yes, there's been a lot of good, but I think the bad outweighs the good. Like, there's so much time that I spend in front of everything, in front of, like, social connections and friends and so many other things. I put YouTube, and it's just, like, it's just been an absolute diabolical waste, because it's not led anywhere. It's just my growth is, I'm losing subscribers every day at the moment. I'm getting virtually no income from YouTube or any of the platforms, because most of them I can't even monetize on, other than Trovo and that. And so it hasn't, and the thing was, I wasn't doing it for fun. At the start, I thought, oh, this will be fun, like way back in 2017. And so then you could say, well, yeah, that bit's not a waste, because I was doing it for fun. I thought, oh, it'd be cool. But at the same time, I still was hoping to take off in that. But 2 videos a week back in 2017, that wasn't, like, you know, but then in 2019, just like 12 plus hours a day, that was just absolute waste of life, and I can't get that time back, and that's a shame. I just wish I'd never done YouTube. I just wish I'd never got into it, because it's just wasted so much of my life. The cost of all the other things I missed out on has just been horrific, and then it's just got me nowhere, really. It just really hasn't got me anywhere. It's just been an absolute waste. I mean, not an absolute waste, and not an absolute waste. Definitely not an absolute waste. There's been a lot of good that's come out of it. That's for sure. A lot of people I've met, a lot of fun stuff. I've learned a lot of stuff with OBS and all sorts of recording stuff. There's absolutely a lot of good that came out of it. But then there's been, I'd say, more bad that came out of doing it. I really do wish that I had never started YouTube. It's just been an awful. There's just the stress. And just I mean, and it didn't, you know, you could say, I mean, but then there's always that argument, like, you know, because you could say, you know, because I've like had so much stress, so much detriment to my health and that doing all this. But then you could say, oh no, but then if you just did it in moderation, and you know, if you just like did this and this and this, and it's like, yeah, but if you do too much of that, then you won't succeed on YouTube. Like, the reality is, people that, like, you know, Mr. Beast doing it for 6 years before he took off. But there's many people that would have done it for 6 years and then just failed, and then they've just spent 6 years and it's just gone nowhere. And even Mr. Beast, there was 6 years of his life that he could have spent doing all that other stuff with all these other people and that. And with me, it just hasn't worked. It just hasn't worked. It's just not succeeded. So yeah, I wish I'd never done YouTube. It's just been. Yeah, I just wish I'd never got into it. I mean, and now that I've done this much, I might as well continue, because it's like, well, 4 years of my life is gone as a result of trying this, so I might as well keep trying. But I think that sooner or later, I'm just gonna be it. I'm gonna say, nah, I'm done, and that will be it. Because yeah, it's failed. It's failed. It has not succeeded. It's not gone what I was hoping it would be. Yeah, it's a shame. I tried so flippin' hard. I've spent so many hours doing it, but ultimately it still failed. So yeah, I tried so hard. I really did. Like, and it's not just like just the classic, oh well, at least I tried my best. It was like I actually put in so many hours, and invested so much money and time and into then all the research of how do you do well in the algorithm, and spending probably over I'm not sure how many hours, but a hang of a lot of hours watching vidIQ and all the creator tips and doing YouTube courses and all that kind of stuff, and ultimately it's all been a failure. So yeah, we just lost trophies. When we had 09, oh yeah, but then we lost 60 going 2, yeah. So yeah, it's been, yeah. I wish I never started YouTube or streaming. It's just been, yeah, pretty, yeah, overall it's been a waste of my life. Maybe you chat, no, definitely not. Definitely not. They're just, in order to just have a chance at making it work, you'd have to put in so many more hours, and even then it's unlikely to work. I mean, even if you start a channel in 2021, the chances of it succeeding are incredibly low as it is. And since I've had prior experience, that it'd be a higher chance than that, but the top 4% of creators get 90% of the views, and that was as of 2016, and it's possibly got worse, well, like, worse, if you consider that worse, but it's probably got even more like that. So, the top few, because people don't realize that. People don't realize that. There's only $15 billion between 30 million plus channel creators, and if most of those 30 million are trying to make a living off it, that doesn't add up. Sounds like 50 million, that's a lot. 15 million. It's kind of not really, considering, like, Elon Musk has 200 million, and 15 million divided by 30 million YouTubers, that's nothing. And that's why most of them get nothing. They just get nothing, or very minimal, under $1,000, and the top few just get, well, the top few get millions of dollars in that. But there's just not enough room. And that's why, and the people that are making millions of dollars, they're not going to say, you know what, I'm done with YouTube, I'm going to quit. I mean, obviously one or two of them would, but most of them won't, and they'll just keep going in that. And they'll be so practiced at it, they'll have an entire team, the algorithm will be massively on their side because of all the good content they've done. And so new creators, there's just no room for them. There's just really not. Obviously, there's always people like Olivia Rodrigo in the music industry, comes through in 2021 or whenever she came through. But mostly, realistically, like, the YouTube industry's taken. It's just taken. Especially, yeah, it's just taken. There's just not much. Same streaming industry, just taken. People have their ones that they've been watching for years, and if those ones keep doing it, keep covering new games, so I'm going to be like, you know what, this person Shroud or this person Ninja that I've watched for the last 4 years of my life, really enjoy them, I'm going to switch and watch someone new now. They just don't do that. And there's a limit, and sort of people already spending too much time, unhealthily amounts of time on YouTube and that. So for them to then think, yeah, you know, like, oh, well, now I'll just do even more time. It's like, no, they're not going to do that. If anything, society should be cutting back on the time they spend watching YouTube and watching streamers and that, not expanding it. And so when you have, like, more and more people all trying to become, and then I feel like it's part of this just society being like just, you know, on YouTube, and then like, oh, well, no, you can do it. I mean, because there's a niceness and Ricky trying to, you know, encourage and help heyday creators and that. But if they're of the opinion, which a lot of people are, that they can make a career out of it and that they can succeed and have, you know, thousands and thousands of subscribers, they're disillusioned. And I think it would almost do them a favor to not, I mean, not you know, like, be polite, be respectful and that, they come by the stream, you know, and that, but it's almost like just, it's better, like, as that Bloomfield, yeah, there was the Bloomfield headline, which Casey and I said disagreed with, but yeah, it came back to that, like, if, you know, if your kid has a dream at being a YouTuber, kill it. And actually agree with that. I mean, obviously, on the assumption that most people that want to be YouTubers are for the purpose of it becoming an income, and that's their job, and, you know, and that, versus, oh, it would be cool if I could get some of my ideas out there and that. Now, if it's just get your ideas out there, go for it. I've got no issue with that. But if you think that you have a chance at getting money and making it an income and career off YouTube, don't. Just kill that dream. It's just almost impossible to happen. Almost impossible. It's not impossible, but it's very unlikely, and most people, just like you, that have that same passion and dream, it's gonna fail. It's not gonna work. YouTube, and not just YouTube, like Daily Motion as well. It's just that's not just gonna happen. Same with streaming. It's just not gonna work. But obviously, you know, you can, if you're doing it for fun, go for it in that. Like, if you're like, hey, in the weekend, you know, on Saturday, I'll stream this thing if people watch, that's fine. And if they end up liking my voice and I succeed, sure, go for it. You can try a few, but don't do it with the chance, the belief that you think that you're going to succeed, because almost certainly you're not. That's just statistics. Okay, there we go. Where were we? Bro, please don't be so harsh on yourself. It's reality. It's reality, though. It's reality. My endeavor to become a successful YouTuber has failed miserably, bitterly, with me having spent huge amounts of money, sacrificed insane amounts of time. Or, like, as the time, I'm like deciding this is what I value. Even right now, I'm thinking, well, I think I'll stream versus all the other good things I could be doing in my life right now. You know, and that's just reality, that I have made that choice in that because I thought it would succeed. I thought it would be worth, at the time, for example, I'd think, well, we'll just stream for 12 hours and that, you know, like the Heyday Pop stream and that, knowing that I'd probably get almost no income as of then, but it was all part of the, well, in the long run, we'll succeed in that. And we finally were getting 20,000 views a day, and it was increasing, and then it was killed, and it's just absolute, even then, even if it had kept going from there, even then there was no guarantee that it would actually end up becoming enough, but it was looking promising. And now, ever since that ban, it's just totally killed my channel, and it's like, well, it's just, I mean, even though it's reinstated, which is better than still being banned, it's just, I thought it would actually then start picking up and taking off again, but it's not. It's just absolutely just totally killed it, just stagnated at about 500 views a day, which is just nothing compared to where we were. So, it's a bit sad. And it's incredibly sad. I just feel insanely gutted and disappointed. Like, just so, and because then all that, the time and money and effort I invested, all that time, and health in that, because it was to the detriment of my health that I kept going for as long as I did, and that for, well, you know, with the Rushful streams and that, all for the growth in that, which then ended up just being killed. I mean, that one there then got less popular in that, but I still had all those subs, and then overall I was still growing in that, and then that was all killed, so then it was like, it was a waste. It was a waste, because had it not been banned, then I think I would have then started getting the thousands of dollars in return if I'd stopped, because I was still growing or had that huge amount of movement in that, and then it would have like paid itself off over time. But since I was banned, I just invested thousands of dollars into it. I'd spent thousands on the Google AdWords, like promoting my channel, and then it just, because it got killed, I just get none of that back. Cannot underestimate how grossly, insanely unfair that is. It's like you spend thousands and thousands of dollars on something, and then it's like, oh yeah, you know, and then you'll get it back on this date, and then the system breaks down, and then it's like, oh no, well now you don't get it. It's like, what? But if I'd known that was going to happen, I wouldn't have invested thousands and thousands of dollars into it. It was going to break down, and then I didn't get the return, and so I feel incredibly cheated, because it's like, I'm thousands out of pocket. I've invested the last 4 years of my life into this, and it's just all failed. And that was out of my control. It was out of my control. Obviously, you know, I could have, like, edited a given video better in that. But as of getting 20,000 views a day and on the increase, I considered that, okay, this is looking really good. It's actually appearing that it's getting better and better and better. And I just need a few of those 24, even just one of those 24/7 streams to take off. One of them got to 500,000 views. And then it was killed on the day that the stream that I was banned in that. And that looked like it was going to keep going. And I could have got massive growth, like Flare TV with a single stream that got to 1 million subs of PewDiePie vs. C-Series. So it was looking promising. It was like, okay, this is it. We're finally going to actually start getting a return. And then it was killed, and then it's just absolutely just cost me, like, the last 4 years of my life. I just cannot, I don't think people can comprehend that. And I think Stalin's quote was absolutely on point. One death is a tragedy, 1 million is a statistic. And I think that's an incredibly insightful remark into how people can perceive things. It's a brilliant quote. It's so insightful, because it just shows how and it applies for me with understanding things as well, just how, you know, one thing, like a little thing, like, yeah, that's awful and that, but then people just can't comprehend the bigger thing. They just can't comprehend it, and so they just sort of like they just cannot comprehend it. I mean, Dennis Prager has the ability to comprehend these things, as do some people in that, but most people don't, and it's just like, that's why you can't remind people. You're like, hey, remember what communism did in that? Because it's just like, oh yeah, people died. It's like, yeah, but no, you just can't comprehend that. I can't even comprehend it in that, but I know how evil communism was, and thus it's like, I can't comprehend what it's even like for, like, that many million to die. I just can't at all, but I just know that, so I'm like, well, whether I can comprehend it or not doesn't matter. The point is, communism's evil in that. But it's just like, but people just can't comprehend big things. They just can't. Most people can't. I can't. It's annoying. It's a weakness. It's a blind spot, but it just is what it is. And that's why it's like, sort of like, in effect, it would be like if you said, oh, I got banned for a day. People are like, man, that wasn't fair. If you're like, oh, you got, you know, banned for a few months. Oh, yeah, that wasn't fair. It's like, they are incredibly different, like, phenomenally different things. But it's like, we can't, our minds can't comprehend it. So it's just, yeah. Stalin was right on that quote. He was right on that quote for sure. That one death is a tragedy, 1 million is a statistic. Okay, let's read back the chat, and then we'll continue pushing at this game. Don't think it was a waste SuperSight. I met a really cool guy. Oh, it's nice to meet you too, Peter. It was nice to meet you too. If I'm ever, yeah, if I was ever in the US and I happen to be close to where you are, it would be awesome to meet you. I agree, Peter. And that was one of the highlights. That was one of the great parts of YouTube in that. That's why it's not all bad. There was a lot of good that came out of it, but I think overall there was more net bad. It's very hard to comprehend, because then it's like, yeah, so then would I have substituted out not meeting you guys in that? But then in that case, it's sort of like the dilemma of like, you know, well, would you have killed Hitler before he was born? But then the whole world will be different, so none of you would exist, etc. sort of thing. That sort of dilemma. Same just like with the and sort of it was like, well, then I wouldn't have met you guys, but then I could have met a whole heap of other wonderful people in that, and so then that would have ended up potentially better. I mean, I know that sounds like really harsh in that, but likewise, you know, if I hadn't been streaming, you could have met like 5 people that were even better than me, you know, and who you watched in that. So it goes both ways in that, and it's very hard to comprehend in that. And I mean, sort of, it's hard for our minds to acknowledge that that could be true. Same with when, you know, you marry someone in that, like, that is probably not, the person you marry is probably not the best person you possibly could have married. But it's like, that's okay. You just, you know, you're both reasonably good for each other. Let's make it work, you know? Like, you don't have time to scour the whole world, and, you know, and you can both acknowledge, you know, you're an awesome person to marry, and well, you're an awesome person to marry, while also acknowledging there was probably a person that we was suited to. Like, the chances that the person that we are best suited to out of every single person in the world, you know, that's single and that, the chances of that is incredibly low, that was the very person you met. But it doesn't matter. It's like, well, if we get on fantastic, it doesn't matter that we didn't meet the very, very best person. That we make it work in that. And likewise, you know, you could have met someone else that was way better than me, or had way more, like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So then it's sort of hard to account for. It's hard to possibly comprehend, because then it's like, well, no, it wasn't a waste, because even with, like, you know, even with having kids, and there's this very good movie called, I think it was, there was Just in Time. There's a few of them. There's like In Time and Just in Time. Like, one of them was to do with the wrist thing, the time on the wrist and that. But then there's another one, it was to do with marriage, and that was like called Just in Time. I'm pretty sure it was. And one of the very interesting things, which in my mind was a huge moral dilemma, was the fact that he had the ability to go back in time, and anyway they had kids and that, and then went forward and whatnot, and then anyway one of the sister or something had a car accident, so they're like, oh well, we'll undo that, and so then they went back and that, but then because they did that, they got new kids in that. But then they thought, oh no, now our old kids are gone. And so then what they decided to do was to revert back and go to, you know, the original kids. But then I just thought, you just in effect killed those other kids that you just created. Just because, like, they would have then existed, you know, and because then it was either, you know, you have the original kids and your sister had the car accident. She didn't die, but it wasn't good for her. Or you then go back and then you change it so she doesn't have the car accident, but then you have different kids. And they're like, no, we want our old kids in that. But then it's like, yeah, but you're just ineffectively killing those kids by doing that, which then it just proves that sort of, you know, like, you could just, you know, because, you know, people like, you know, like with your kids, it's like, oh, you know, you're the best kids I could have had or whatever. But it's like, that's not necessarily even true. I mean, we sort of say it, and the good kids, but at the same time, there's like infinite other kids that could have existed just on the tiniest difference of if that was different, and it would have been different people, and then we would have said the same to those kids. So it's, yeah, it's just some things to think about. Okay, he's doing to the person on Twitch, looks like. There we go. I don't have a laptop. There we go, because I can't stay long. All good. Sounds like a weird move. It was really, there was just like a tiny part of it, That was not the main key part of it, but it was something that I noticed and thought, oh, that's really interesting. It was, yeah, it's a really good movie. It's a really good movie. Okay, let's continue. I don't even know. I don't want to continue. Now we get all these things. Oh, yet a new challenge, a different challenge. Okay, there we go. That looks like a lot of challenges. Okay, I guess we'll go unranked again. So we'll use the P.E.K.K.A. and upgrade this guy. We had this challenge ages ago, I think. P.E.K.K.A. and that guy. Iwadawonga. Boom. 0 seconds. The shop hasn't refreshed. There we go. Oh, they're so close. All of them are so close to getting to the, yeah, that, and then we'll be maxed, which we could have if we'd not stopped. If we hadn't stopped buying, we would have got the max like a couple of days ago, and then we would have won more matches. Although we did win a hang of a lot of matches, we wouldn't have maybe broken our streak. Yeah. Okay. So we'll go like this thing, and we'll go through, and we'll complete these challenges. And I almost feel like just calling it a day. I don't. Yeah. Because there's In Time and Just in Time, and then there's another movie that was something. This all very similar. On Time? No, I don't know. Just in Time. Oh no, Just in Time, man. That's the accounting system. Maybe it wasn't called. No, I'm pretty sure one of them was called that. Oh, we could do that guy. Oh, we could do that. That. And that. That. Just in time movie. Just in time. Nope, that's not the one I was looking for. That's another one. Just in time. In time movie. Yeah, that's the one with the wrists. Oh, and then there's About Time. About Time, that's the one. Yes, About Time, that's the one. It's a romantic fantasy. Okay, that's, yeah. Okay, oh yeah, that's that mixed. Oh, this is Funnelix. Hey dude. Hey dude. I think it just bowled me. Absolutely knocked me out. Oh, he didn't. Oh, that was lucky. He would have been like, oh, I've only had bolt on that side. Oh dear. Oh, nice. We might win this. Oh, he's just. Oh no, I reckon we will. About Time, that's the one. It's a British romantic comedy drama film, man. There's a description and a half. Yeah. Do you not feel that making normal YouTube videos is easier, more efficient than stream? I did, but then it's like, since I got banned, then I didn't want to upload videos anymore because it was like, well, then I can just get banned again. That's why I switched to streaming. Because it's like, well, I mean, I was banned for ages, so then I still streamed in that time. But yeah, it was more effective. But then it's like, well, where do I upload them? Do I upload them on YouTube? And I don't want to upload them on YouTube because I might get banned again. So then it will just be another year of making videos wasted. But then there's like nowhere else to really upload them other than Rumble. But even Rumble is not. I get very low views on them because very few people would move from YouTube to Rumble. So, and there's not nearly as many people on Rumble as YouTube. I mean, Rumble's actually kind of got you know, it's reasonable, but it's definitely not the size of YouTube. He probably knows that I'm trying to, yeah, and then that person that does the graph uses this silly deck as the example of, you know, oh, this is what people are using these days. Hello, how are you today? Welcome to the stream, Strategic. Invert. Welcome on Trovo. I should really do Risk. I miss Risk, but I really need to be covering this game, even though you need to be keeping up with it. I could, yeah. Because I have to use up my tokens, which actually does take quite a while. So that's why I didn't want to do any more YouTube videos, because it's like, and yeah, because I might just get banned again. So it's like, well, I don't want to even waste my time doing that. So I thought, well, I'll just stream instead, and then I can stream on multiple platforms. I mean, you can upload on multiple, but that takes so long. Like, there's like 9 platforms that I could be uploading on videos to, but I don't want to be spending that much time uploading to every single platform, even though most of them are going to get no views. Oh, wow, that was... Oh, yeah, we're racing through these achievements. Now we just got to chuck a lumberjack in there as well. Who would I use? Who would I swap? No, I'll just go this again. So ban on what? Ban on YouTube for months. And they didn't say why. And then it was just like that you've violated the terms of services. Then I think they said that it was because of that video, that Bill Gates scam that I accidentally streamed, that I then immediately removed after about 10 minutes. But I didn't get any. I'd never had a community guideline strike and never have a copyright strike. And all of a sudden, it just goes in the same day. It goes warning, and I didn't get any strikes, and then banned. No strikes, and none. I didn't get any strikes. Just warning, banned. You violated the TOS and that, or it was something to do with the illegal or something. I think it was probably then to do with the Bill Gates stream and that. I don't know though. I don't know if I'm pretty sure it was. And then, but then I don't know where. Like, did they ping me? Like, how many times? Like, did they ping me 3 times? Like, I got 3 strikes on different content, or they just did, like, isn't that, do they just do, I mean, instant bans? Maybe they do, versus, you know, going through the 3 strikes and that. Like, my channel had been up for 3 years, over 3 years, no issues with any strikes, and all of a sudden, it's just, okay, you're banned, warning, banned in the same day. And then I appealed, and then, but I didn't even know. I assumed it was because of that stream. I didn't know it was because of that stream, but then they just rejected the appeal, and that was it. And my entire channel that I'd invested in for 3 years just gone, and no no strikes. Just warning and ban in the same day. That was it. That was it. That was the extent of it. Despite having a record of not a single community strike in the entire history of my channel. So it was just an absolute joke. It was just so wrong. And yeah, it was, yeah. So even to this day, I don't know if they just instantly banned me or if they gave me 3 strikes for very separate things. If they did, they never told me if they what those strikes were for, or they just instantly banned me. They never explained, yeah. And they were the most useless, incompetent, time-wasting company I've ever talked to in my life. I kid you not. They were completely flippin' useless. They were horrifically useless. I contacted them on multiple occasions, mainly during, to do with my 24 live streams that kept having it, and one of them went down, and I wasn't sure because I was hiring was it a VPN? I was hiring a computer in there, and I didn't know if it was because they had removed it or it was on my end. And I wasn't sure on that. And I asked them, did you remove this thing? And they said we cannot confirm or deny, like, if it was us. It's like, what do you mean you can't confirm or deny? I don't know if I'm allowed to keep streaming that. If it was you gotta tell me it was flipping you, because then I won't stream it because I don't want to get banned again. And it was the worst company I've ever dealt with in my life. It was so awful. It was horrific in that. And it's such a shame that the key platform for people wanting to be YouTubers is this utterly incompetent rubbish company. It's like, it's so sad. It's so sad because it's like, well, it's like, well, then just go to another one. There isn't another viable alternative for someone doing games like me, other than if you get sponsorship deals or whatnot, which literally I think the majority of offers I got were scams or whatnot, because I used to get offers and that, but they were like just these sketchy, and I wasn't doing them. And yeah, and even so, I've decided since then I've decided that I wouldn't. There we go. There's those. Still no monk maxed out. I decided that I wouldn't do sponsors. I wouldn't do sponsors. So yeah, it's like there's virtually no way to monetize. I mean, you can sell merch, but I doubt many people would buy merch. And yeah, and then there's the channel memberships, which we've got a few in that, but you need a huge amount in order for that to be profitable. Basically, my main hope was that I'd get it through the lots of people watching the videos, and then you get ads in that, but yeah, that doesn't appear to be happening with the channel growth. Even with 20,000 views a day, we weren't making minimum wage, which is kind of like, it shows you how many you really need. Like we weren't even making, I don't think, half of minimum wage, assuming like a 40-hour work week. And also on top of that, we were spending more than 40 hours per week doing YouTube/streaming, and we still, yeah. So it was, yeah, and that was with 20,000 views a day. Did not know you could choose what minute. Yes, sure you choose. They claim they'll always tell you reason. So not and yeah, it's just that now. I recently saw something. They said they sent an email out today saying updating it, they're gonna make it clear on this, that, and the other. It's like, yeah, right. And they're just like, they hit up their description to that thing I showed the other day, and it was like, yeah, that thing that's a banner, like, you are a value creator, and that like, we really want to know what you. It's just lies. Like, it is just lies. They absolutely do not give a stuff what I think. They just don't. It's just complete nonsense. It's like, you're a value creator. We care what you have. It's like, no, you don't. I mean, other than like, unless you just do it in the argument of like, oh well, we care as much as it affects our profits or our bad publicity and that. And so if you were Elon Musk and you were on YouTube, then we would care. Not because we actually care about you, just for the reason of, well, we don't want our channel to look bad. But it's like, not like they actually care about me. It's just this, it's just like either they're using the language in a way in which it's just like, well, yeah, they care to the extent of which it will affect their profits. Yeah, it's just nonsense. Yeah, it's just complete nonsense. But then again, it comes down to the fact that, like, most people just like, basically nothing. Like, just, people just don't change, like, whatever, like, on just so many different things. Like, that's why legally, this calls for stuff to happen in that. Like, if it was emerged that, I mean, with this share price, if it was emerged that Apple was engaging in genocide, then I mean, obviously, then this share price would absolutely crash in that. But honestly, I think, like, it would... I reckon most people would keep using their devices. They'd be like... And possibly even still buying devices in that. Because, I mean, I think there's been... well, not genocide, but I think there's been equivalent examples of, like, companies that have... emerged that they've been doing terrible stuff. And does, like, the next day there's 0 sales? Nope. It's just like, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's just, yeah. But again, like, yeah, I don't know, I don't know. There's a lot of things to think through. Like, for example, if it emerged that Apple had engaged in genocide and that, like, you know, and then you'd say, well, definitely not buying any new Apple products. But for example, if you're like really poor, but you had like a second-hand Apple device and that was the only, you had an Apple device and that was all you had, would you just the next day just chuck it in the bin? Because then you're not going to use it anymore? It's like, well, then you're just sort of screwed because you didn't have it on a phone or anything. You know, it's like, you know, there's, I don't know. I'd like to find out a dilemma like, oh, well, really don't support Apple anymore, but do I just bin all my Apple products in that? If I couldn't afford new other alternative products, and then I can't, you know, yeah. Yeah, well, I personally would, like, for me, it wasn't even an answer. Yep, I just, the next day, all my Apple products go in the bin. And especially, like, if you had a Mac computer, and a Mac, you know, Apple iPad and Apple phone, and then it was, like, came out that Apple would have been engaged in horrific activity, would you then the next day, just all of your Apple products are gone if you couldn't afford new ones? Completing these achievements. What are we? Oh, you know, putting the pecker out is upgrading the ice, but is easier. I'm like just playing on autopilot right now. I literally am, which is I'm still managing to win, but then the first round's a monk. So what do you know? Okay, so we upgraded him to do that. Try that. Okay. 3 on YouTube, 2 on Twitch. It looks like we'll win this one. Oh, that was a bit of a setback. Oh, I don't know if we will. Oh, no, I used the punch. Yeah, no, I don't think we will. Unless he kills her without... No. Okay. Yeah, I did that with the Rush Wars to an extent. I'd sort of just be chatting and just sort of somewhat just do it in the back. I didn't like, it wasn't like critical, especially since it's not ranked. It's not like critical that. Okay. There's other game that was like that as well, and it's sort of like there's an extent to which you need some level of strategy, and then beyond that, it's sort of like this is a yeah, it was like Clash Royale, yeah, Clash Quest. It was like approximately like it's not the best, the most optimal, but it's reasonable. No, we're losing. And you can still win some on it, but if you're like full attention, you can do better. Gotta go in a few minutes. My Texas peeps will be here shortly. Nice, and it's been good having you here. Texas, the Lone Star State. Oh, he's getting close. I wonder what they're going to then transfer them all into. Oh, because how many of these can we, is even, so, those 3. Oh, like there's no point even buying that one anymore, because we're almost, and then we'll just waste. So, oh, we still have heaps of gems left. Okay, in that case, just making sure we don't waste any now. Shield Maiden, we'll get. I should have done this a few days ago, so we're so close. And now I've ended up doing this anyway. Okay, so he can upgrade. What's it going to be? 4 more health. Let's go. Level 9. So they're going to be 3k, so 3. Oh, 12k, and then 15k, 17.5k, which we have enough for, and then we'll just have too many coins. More coins than we know what to do with. So yeah, it's approximately 1,000 euros to max the game. Okay, and then Archer Queen. Yep, do her. Here we go, another upgrade for the Queen. The Queen! Level 9. How much? Oh, there we go, 1 energy cost. Pow. We're almost maxed. We're almost maxed. I mean, I haven't used it, so it doesn't really matter. Unless I change who I was using. But I've been having. So I'll have a lot of flexibility in who I can. All 9s. All 9s. So basically the next day. 25. Oh yeah, so it only would make sense. So hopefully the Shield Maiden and the Queen, and then yeah, we're basically away. Okay, how many achievements? I've got to use a pick. We've upgraded him. Well, let's just try and get one of these guys in, eh? Do we have to win it? No, just play it. See you, Lynn. See you later. I'll be right back. Time to eat. Enjoy. What food are you eating today, Peter? I had a real nice snack yesterday. I bought heaps of strawberries yesterday. I bought 16 punnets. They're all well, it's $2.50 each because it's $5 for 2. I'd just gone back and forth to the counter and that. And the lady said to me, "Do you want to get one more?" I'm like, "Yep." Because, you know, and then I realized when I got, because I was like, sort of like, I don't know, I thought maybe then it's an easier mathematical number. I didn't bother me because I hadn't decided exactly. I checked them all to make sure that pardon me, that they're all good. Oh, Mr. Chishu. Yeah, so I checked. Chicken sandwich, I see. Burger King. Burger King? Chicken sandwich? Is the chicken sandwich from Burger King or what? I think we'll win this one. So yeah, and I realized when I got back it was because the deal was $5 for $2 for two of them, or $3 individually, and I had got 15. That is why she said that. I actually checked all of them. I check to make sure that they're good. Honestly, I find it insane how many people just grabs the strawberries. Like, because I went to a couple of shops. I went to Funky Pumpkin and that, and I looked through 50 of them. I looked through 50 of the strawberries, and about, of those 50, approximately 50, it might have been slightly more, might have been slightly less, of those, no, they still beat me, even though it's monkey first round. So we're definitely not winning this one. Anyway, we'll get that pick achievement done now. We should farm up that, because I'm just not on a good mood for playing, so. And anyway, of those 50, I only found like 11 that were of acceptable quality, that hadn't got squishy ones that were starting to go bad and that, which, yeah, and then even of those ones, like 2 of them at least were pretty sketchy, but I ended up going with those ones. But I go through and I check every single punnet to make sure. I mean, some dodge ones get through, but as a general rule, it's them pretty good, and most of the ones that I take home are actually not moldy or about to go rotten. They've got rotten ones, or ones that are about to start going moldy. Be right back, hokey doke. But overall, I find that, yeah, a lot of strawberries are like, were like this. So anyway, only like 11 out of those 50 were good, and I had taken $30 because yeah, they're $2 each. This was a shop called the Funky Pumpkin. So, and then anyway, I then found another stash they had and found 4 more out of that. So I got those ones, and then yeah. But then so many of them have been bad. And then a few days before that, I went to like this veggie shop place, and they had like, there was multiple ones that had like moldy strawberries in them, and it was like, ugh. Like, it's like, are the store owners even aware of that? Because it's almost like, I feel like just telling them like, hey, this one's moldy, but maybe they just genuinely think that people still buy them or be okay with that, and people do still buy them and are okay with that. So then maybe it's sort of that, like, it's like, I don't know, because I mean, it would be a huge, like, if they had to just biff like all those huge amounts of punnets of strawberries, that would be a big, like, they'd lose a heap of profit in that. But I don't know. Wouldn't there might be a law against selling stuff that you know is moldy, I don't know. It's like if, for example, like I once at a pack and save, I saw a fly going on this bread and that, and then I had told them and that, and it actually flew and touched a few of them. And anyway, but then the guy went and the chef or the bakery guy just went and removed that piece of bread because there'd be some food laws in that. Selling a knowingly moldy product. I don't know, but then I don't know if they know, and it's definitely a grey area in that because it depends. Well, what constitutes what level is mold in that? Like these ones clearly, not all of them, but some of them, like a couple of them, had a clearly moldy one. But you can't just go around finding every business that happens to sell a strawberry punnet that had a moldy one in it because sometimes it might be in the centre and not even the store owner can tell in that. But ones that like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like they could tell if they really. If they really were looking, then they could. I don't know. Anyway, my point is not that. My point is, yeah, so this was a few weeks back. So then it was like, I went and got some, and then I got like, I think, 2 or 4 punnets, and that was with my mum. And then anyway, I went back the next day, and I was hoping that they then got new ones in, but it looked like they still got the old ones with an even a little bit worse quality because they got even worse. It's been 24 hours and that. So anyway, but then anyway, I was like, oh, I sort of like, I don't know, I feel like the store owner wouldn't want me looking at them. Because then it looks bad, because it's like, well, if he's checking them, it means that there's not good ones. And then it was a small store in that, and then other customers. So it's like, so I sort of felt like under pressure, which I shouldn't have felt pressure. But then, because I mean, if they didn't want me to check them, then they could just say, hey sir, can you please not check them? And I'd be like, yeah, that's all good. And I just wouldn't. I just have got the ones that I'd found so far, buy them, and then just not go back to that store if they wouldn't allow me to check the strawberries because I don't want to be buying moldy ones because I just randomly pick the ones as to not look at them. So I definitely check them. It's actually even my nana and granddad, like, well, my nana was like, you know, that she's like, you know, oh yeah, if you can get us strawberries, and we know we'll get good ones because I am very thorough in checking them and do not want to buy moldy strawberries in that. So, because I mean, it's like even at 250 for 250 gram punnets, which they are, it's bad looking screen for viewers. That's still $10 a kg. So you don't want to be getting wasteful. I mean, because I saw that at Pack and Save they're $5 a punnet, which I think's excessive. Like $5 insane. So I was waiting for them to get to, and they've been on like a whole heap of shops had them for like $3 for ages. Well, not necessarily a whole heap of shops, at least 1 or 2. But then I was waiting. I want it to drop as soon as it hits 250. Really, if it's $2, really ideal. But if it hits 250, that's when I buy. So I bought none this season. Then 250 is like okay, boom, and then we're into it. And so anyway, so that yeah, the day I went. So I bought. So yeah, the time of the moment was the first time that I saw it because I bought one at Pack and Save for like $3.70. I think it was like this is the first and only one I'm going to buy at an excessive price because it's season. And yeah, so I bought that one a while back and then I found this shop with my mum and it was like, yeah, 250. So it was the first time I'd found them. So then it got like, you know, like maybe 2 to 4 then. I think probably like 4. And then I went back the next day and then there was a whole heap of dodge ones. So I think I got like 4 or 6 then. I think I got about 4 or 6 because most of those ones were bad. And then anyway, then the other day I went to Funky Pumpkin because it was $2, and that's when I bought 15 in that. But there's still a lot of dodgy ones. And then you start thinking maybe just like most shops, or maybe like other years, most strawberries are just dodgy, and I just can't remember it. But then anyway, I thought no, that's not the case. It's not the case. Anyway, so I mean, I guess they wouldn't make a huge amount of profit on those because yeah. Fresh food business, yeah, and you know, I do feel sorry for these companies like this, like Funky Pumpkin and that, or this other one especially, it's real small. If they just ordered in a bunch of strawberries and then they're like lockdown hits and then they're not allowed to sell them, I'm pretty sure they were covered. I'm pretty sure that they were, because I think supermarkets were allowed, but then like bakeries were, like, you know, and I think like small, I'm pretty sure the small ones weren't allowed. I'm pretty sure. Because I don't think Coupland's a bread place was allowed, but then you could just buy the bread at the supermarket and whatnot. I'm pretty sure, and if they weren't, I'm pretty sure they weren't, then, yeah, like this fruit and veggie shop, that would have so screwed them if they just ordered in a massive bunch of strawberries, and then it's just like, no, you're not allowed to open. Like, they would have just then had to chuck them all out, or give them all away and that, which would have been a huge cost of the profit. I'm honestly surprised they didn't go bankrupt. But, anyway, they haven't, so a lot of, yeah, businesses did. But, yeah, yeah, so there's that. Anyway, then today I went there, and sure enough, they got new ones, and they're actually good ones. I did find one punnet that had a moldy strawberry in it, but most of them were actually, like, good. Like, most of them weren't even like, oh, it's looking like it's about to go bad. So anyway, I was like, okay, we're getting them. I was like, boom, I bought 16 of them plus 3 mangoes from Australia. The ones from Australia are the good ones. My auntie had this theory in that, but it's literally as far as my experience has gone, and I've tried it a few times, and I keep confirming that it's the case. That ones that you have to get them from Australia in that, because I've got them from, I've tried one from I've tried them from Mexico, I've tried them from Ecuador. They taste terrible. In fact, I honestly think that they were bad. I was gonna take it back because it was so like bad, but I'm not sure it's just a mixture of, it's just like really like it looks alrightly ripe, but it looks ripe enough, but it's just a mixture of like unripeness and bruising, and it's just awful. It just tastes horrible. It's like, this isn't even a mango. Like, I honestly thought it was bad, and I think it possibly was, because it was so brown. And it's like, no, it just looks that way because it's like not quite ripe, or it's like, pretty sure they don't go brown, and it tasted horrible. So it's like, and you know, the ones I get from Mexico and Ecuador, every time, I've never found one. Maybe I don't recall ever finding one. Maybe I have once, but as far as I can recall, every time, because they're the main three countries, Australia, Mexico, and Ecuador, they're the three main countries that I ever see mangoes for. And every time I get, well, as far as I can recall, every time, maybe by once, I don't think by once, but maybe by once, the ones from Mexico and Ecuador do not taste nice. And this is true in New Zealand, and that, as in, it's like, and so if you're in, for example, Mexico, it might be fine because they pick them right before they're ready to, I'm sure they are fine. They pick them right before they're ready, and then boom. But I think it's because, like, since they have to ship all the way across the world, they obviously pick them green or something, and then or a different variety in Australia. I don't know, but the Australian ones are, not all the Australian ones are good, but not all the Australian ones are good, but all of the Mexican ones and Ecuadorian ones are not good. And she said that, and I've tried that, and I keep thinking, like, I'll be like, like, I know it's like, this was last year, I haven't done this year. I'm like, I know it's from Mexico, but surely it looks good, and I'll get it, and sure enough, it's bad. So yeah, so I found that Australian mangoes are the way to go. Anyway, this shop had some good Australian mangoes. Well, some mangoes that from Australia. I'm like, oh, and they smelled good like mango, and they had a little bit of sap. So I'm like, oh, I'll get 3 of them. They had about 6 of them. I'm like, I would get, like, you know, because there's like about 4 of them are ripe and 2 of them are unripe or so. So I get 3, but then it's still possible that the ones from Australia are not good, and then it's a waste if you just spend, like, because they're $7 a mango, which is about standard. You can sort of get them $6 sometimes, $6, $7. So anyway, I got 3 of them, and it's like, I could go back today actually and get some more, because they actually were all nice. Anyway, so I bought 3 times mangoes and 16 times punnets of strawberries, and the strawberries, sure enough, are really nice. So I think I ate 1 kilogram or more of them yesterday. 4 punnets. They're really good. I mean, this goes way back to, I was so hungry yesterday. Like, I did a massive walk yesterday, 5-hour walk, and it was the day before yesterday was the first day that I actually closed my red ring on my Apple Watch, which I was super hyped about. I'd done a walk with my mum that was like 3 hours-ish, so that was really cool to finally have completed that. And then anyway, yesterday, but then it was sort of like, I sort of got real close after I'd done the walk with mum, but then just like a little bit of moving around at the home finally got me to close the red ring, because the blue one I closed most days. It's easy, it's just walk around for at least 1 minute in 12 out of 24 hours, that's not hard. And in the green one, I've only been getting like 1 minute every day, but then my mum suggested 2 days ago when I closed the red ring, she was like, you should do 30 minutes exercise a day, which I'm like, yeah, okay, I think I will. Because I had started doing jogs when I got it and that, but my heart, I got it, like, it got to over 200. Welcome to the stream, Lucia. 1927. Surely you weren't born 1927. Surely not. That'd be insane if you were. Then you would be 94 years old. That'd be insane. I highly doubt it, but you never know. It was like a YouTuber, one of the old ones, like he was like a British guy or something, and he was talking about the war, and he was first most subscribed for a temporary period of time, and it said that he inspired lots of other older people to do it, which I thought was cool. Yeah, so where were we? Where there's the strawberries. Oh yeah, the walk thing. So I did a couple of them. My heart rate the second time. Oh, I mean, I tried the first time. I didn't try and get it high, but it got like in the 190s, and just jogging. And I mean, it sort of made me aware, like, sort of chronically unfit, it seemed, according to the watch, because I realized that actually, because, you know, it's always this joke I have going with people. Well, it's not even a joke. They think it's. Well, I think it's funny, but as in it's like they thought it was really funny. So it was sort of just like they're sort of like, oh, oh, you know, me and my big walks, and oh yeah, he'll walk for hours and hours, and a little walk is a massive walk for him, and all sorts. Because like I'd invite people to say, hey, do you want to go on a walk in that? And then they'd be like, sure, and then I'd take them on a 5-hour walk in that. If you tell them up front, hey, do you want to go on a 5-hour walk? They would almost always say no. I don't know. I think a lot of them would. They'd be like, no. But if you say, hey, do you want to go on a walk? You know, and then they do it, and then I think every time I've done it with someone, they've enjoyed it. I think they have. Like, none of them said, oh, this was, oh man, this was, and I mean, and you could say, oh, well, they're just being polite. No, I genuinely believe that, like, they genuinely, like, that, like, you know, after you've done, like, a really hard day's work, they're like, whoa, we did it. That was great exercise. It was actually really good for me to do that. It's like, yes, and they genuinely love it in that. So, I mean, it's more like a 4-hour walk, 4 or 5-hour walk in that. But, yeah, then people are like, you know, if I say, oh, you want to go on a short walk? They're like, oh, is that a 3-hour walk or something? Because they're like, my walks are way bigger than what I say. Well, no, they're not. They're not. I just genuinely call that a walk. So, they're bigger than I say according to the public perception of what a normal size walk is. So anyway, I did a couple of those, but then my heart rate got over 200, so then someone said, oh no, you should probably not, that's not good for your heart to get over 200, and I read that, yeah, you shouldn't get it, it's like, there's some percentage at which you should operate your heart rate at during exercise, so it should build up in that. But then anyway, I didn't do any more exercise after that. That was the first 2 days. That was like, back at the start of November. So anyway, but yeah, 2 days ago was the first time I actually closed the red ring, which was awesome. But only sort of just. It was like just before midnight, and I just been on the computer, and obviously the movement of my arm constituted enough movement just push it over the edge and that. Anyway, yesterday I did it, and I outright completed it after doing the walk, which we started at like 9 AM-ish, and then finished at like 3 PM-ish or something, approximately. So yeah, anyway, so it was a good walk, and I completed it, so it was like, awesome. And I got a new move record. The sad thing about new personal bests is you very, very rarely get them in life. I mean, you do it for individual given things. Sure, you're always doing new things for the first time. But given things, like, it's very rare that you ever beat, you know, if you're a runner, like, you know, and you get your highest time. It's very unlikely that, you know, you're gonna like, whoa, we beat it, whoa, we beat it, whoa, we beat it. So it's sort of like, it almost makes me sad, just the nature of breaking your records, because all it will take is just one day I'll just do a massive walk, and then I'll never break that record again, which is really sad. And it could say, okay, this time I'll break it again, but there comes it's not sustainable. You can't infinitely keep breaking your record unless you did a minute a day, 2 minutes a day, 3 minutes a day, 4 minutes. Even so, though, it would eventually come to a point after a few years where, well, it might even be a few months. It's like, well, no, I can't. Oh no, 3 months? No, because 30 minutes. No, you can do that. Then after, a few years, it'd be like, well, I can't walk 14 hours a day every day, like 14 hours and 14 hours in 1 minute, 14 hours. Oh, I probably could if that was like, but there'd come a point. It's like you can't walk 24 out of 24 hours. Yeah, eventually you just hit 24 hours. I mean, you probably wouldn't have ever made it to that point, because you'd have to go 23 and 59 minutes, 23 and 58 minutes, and you couldn't have had that many days with only 1 minute sleep, 2 minutes sleep. Anyway, yeah, my point is, so anyway, then, man, we're going all, oh no, can I help you? No, you can't. Please close, Siri. I don't even know how you activated. Please close. She just said, yeah. It just literally says, yeah, in the, oh, now it's gone. Anyway, where were we? Oh, you couldn't even see it, could you? Oh, wow, it's way in there. Just said yeah in the top left corner. Where were we? So to do with the walk. So anyway, we broke the record. I don't even know how's this even related to Strawberries again. We did this walk, a story within a story. Now, I don't really think in stories. Some people do. I think females probably do more so. But yeah, I don't really. I mean, stories. If someone tells me a story, awesome. But if it's a good story. But I don't really think in story. I don't think about stories. And it's not like when I talk to people, I'm like, oh, now let's bring out the stories. I mean, if I could, I don't know, maybe that's a good use of time. Just making them laugh and that. If they learn things, that's a good thing. Well, if they weren't doing those two things, they'd have to get some value out of it. Anyway, where were we? So, anyway, so I thought, oh yeah, I'll start actually doing 30 minutes a day of walking and that. I forgot where I started. Yeah, so I'll probably then start doing for 30 minutes a day. I'll try to. I won't close the red circle. The other guy that I know that has we're paired up on the thing so we can see each other's fitness level. the other guy that has it, he said I should decrease my read level. I think I should as well, because it's so high. It's so high, like, it's so high. And if I could always complete it, then I might, like, push harder to complete it. It's supposed to motivate you to exercise. But if you, like, if you don't let it motivate you, then after a while you desensitize to it, and then it's like, oh, it's sad. Desensitization can be really sad. Okay, so we have that. Then, yeah, how does that relate? So, anyway, going on my walks. So, anyway, I bought all these strawberries, and, yeah, oh, that's right, the other point I was going to make is, this stretches back, this idea of waiting till the cheap and buying up heaps, stretches way back. I mean, I did it in 2015, I remember in 2015, explicitly, but, I mean, back then I thought it was a lot when I bought 4 punnets or something like that. Whoa, I just bought 4 punnets, which back then was huge for me. But, yeah, back then I did the same thing, and I just, like, oh, these are real nice, and I'd eat through them. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's not like I'm overweight and I'm just like obesely just binging through strawberries. I mean, yesterday I was still hungry and I'd eaten so many other foods, and I'd eaten so many other foods. I take photos of the food I eat, and I'd eaten heaps. I had dinner, and then I had a bit more dinner, a couple bits of chicken, and then I had all sorts. I had like some dark chocolate, some pieces of ginger, some cocktail nuts, some piece of hokey pokey. I ran out of ice cream the night before last night. And yeah, I just sort of like, oh, I had a piece of jerky. Yeah, and I was sort of like, man, I'm feeling real hungry right now. But anyway, yeah, and it was like, well, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Yeah, so it was like strawberry. Yeah, anyway, so it was like strawberries. And even after all those strawberries, like at least a kilogram. It probably was a kilogram, maybe a kilogram plus 1 punnet. I don't think it was 6 punnets. I'm pretty sure it wasn't 6 punnets. It was 4 to 5 punnets, I think, of strawberries. I still wasn't even full. Like, I wasn't hungry, but I wasn't full either. And it's a lot of strawberries to eat. And then I could have had frozen berries, which would have been another 250 grams of frozen berries, including strawberries. Yeah, because, yeah, I haven't actually, yeah, for the last multiple nights, last 2, 3, 4, I think the last 4 nights I've gone to bed in silence. Well, starting on Sunday night, I think I did. Yeah, starting on Sunday night. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, for the last 4 nights, I've gone to bed in silence. No ASMR, no song. Silence. I can't believe we're banned on Nimo TV. Like, what the heck? What the heck? What do we do on Nimo TV? I honestly have no idea. Well, no, I don't have no idea. Well, as in, it's not like, oh, so you do. It's like, well, as in, I think maybe it was because there won't even be it. No one even watches me on MTV. Though maybe it was because I took a break, and so people just thought I was just streaming nothing, and thus then they reported it, and then it got banned. But it's like, that's very unlikely. They'd have to have a policy that you can't just, well, then they'd have to specify how long is an acceptable break, because they couldn't expect people that stream for 10 hours to not have a single break, and so there's going to be people that come, and then, let's say they go for 5 minutes. I mean, you should be going for 5 minutes anyway. Then, you know, like, that's the healthy thing is to have like a 1 to 5 minute break every hour anyway, for your eyes, and just, yeah. Don't want to get no carpal tunnel syndrome. Heard someone today that is getting an operation. Well, someone they know is getting an operation because their hands. I don't know. I'm probably likely to get that. I honestly do not see myself doing YouTube in 2 years' time, or streaming or anything like that. I mean, maybe, because the 24/7 streams, there's potential that I could, like, embed an idea into that. I do hope to learn programming at some point with this mental block, because, like, when I've tried in the past, it's, like, failed. Because, I mean, when I was, like, a kid, like, 13, like, I went to this, like, course, and then it was just useless. Like, there's just all these people in the room, and they basically just literally got up Scratch and said, just do stuff on that. It's like, well, you don't learn programming. I mean, I did Scratch as a school project, and that created a wee game. But as in that, it was just like do Scratch. It's like, that's not learning program. And then they had like a little 5 or 10 minute session in which they talked about like colors and that, which was then interesting. But then it was like, well, for the whole session, it was like, I don't know, and then another time I went to one, and then yeah, my computer didn't end up working properly for that, and there wasn't any other computers. And then that didn't work out. So yeah, but I don't know. But even in 2019, I remember thinking, I don't know if I'll be I mean, just before Rush was started, I remember thinking, I don't know if I'll be... I even mentioned it in a video. I mean, it was about 2019, which I actually started talking a bit more about life versus prior to then I said, like, nothing. But then I actually started... I remember talking about a Spider-Man movie I went to, and in one of those Battlelands videos, can't remember which one. But it was good that I started... I think Burger King as well, I mentioned. Yeah, so I started opening up, which was good. And now, right, in the last few months, I've just really opened up in that. Yeah, plenty of cancel material out there now. Yeah, so... yeah. What was I saying? So anyway, as opened up regarding that. Man, we've just talked a massive monologue for ages. Most people, I find, I don't think that they find me interesting in that. I mean, and right now, you could say, well, it's pretty evident with it shows 0 views on YouTube, 1 view on Twitch, which might be me. But even just in life, I just don't find... I mean, you can easily point to point. But, I mean, overall, my channel... Hey, we've got one on DLive. Hello, viewer on DLive. Yo, yo, yo. But overall, I don't do very well. I mean, maybe that's the DLive team. You never know. They've promoted me, I think, 3 times now. Which has been cool. But it is... Yeah. PewDiePie was on... They need PewDiePie back, because he gave them some good growth. But it's sort of... I saw a graph on that, and it said it didn't insanely increase it, but they certainly got their name out there. And I do think DLive is... I honestly think DLive's the best option for a live streaming platform. I mean, well, live stream specific... I don't know. Well, I think it's better than Facebook, better than YouTube, and better than Twitch, which are the other main 3. So I'd say, yeah, DLive's the way to go. I've issued with all 3 of those other ones. Okay, where are we going? So we are... forgotten now. We gotta get a win with this guy. We gotta get those things done. 71, we're getting through there. We haven't even pushed it. I don't know how much we'll stream. We could add in our description, like, stream Clash Mini for... it would be at least 50 hours now. I don't think it'll be 100 hours yet, because it's only the 12th one. So we'd have to have averaged now, and we haven't averaged that. Although we do, like, have streamed a lot. Okay, I haven't gone into that so far. I thought I had something on today in the afternoon, because it's like, oh, I have to start streaming like 10. But then I think that was because it's that deadline of 1 PM before the challenge is reset. Have we completed all of them yet? No, we haven't. Okay, so 1 round and then 3 rounds. Okay, then we got to get our heroes max, and then we can start pushing again, which we should have done the other day. But 1,000 euros is insane. Anyway, we should be maxed out now, so then you don't need any more other than just the small amount to keep. And the coins, I think, will, if anything, will just keep going up and up and up on the coins. So we'll just need a few gems to get the 150 gems a day, which is really nothing. Like, divided by 250, that will last ages. We'll be level 16, and we'll max out the road, and we're still in the top 30 players in the world. That's pretty good. Where was I going with this? Something. Yeah, I'm going to swap out the headset. I am going to swap out the headset. Because I want to do one more Everdale stream with this. I just thought, because in the audio, then people can hear it the same between those, and then I'll swap to the other one. I got the other one all set up. The other one should be good, because this one does have the stuff coming out, and it's not in a great state. The audio quality is really good though. The audio quality is still perfect. It's just like the insides. I mean, you're sort of used to it, but yeah, don't really like it like that. What was I saying? I was saying about... Well, I think I'm going to have to watch back. So like $5 insane. Just waiting for them to get to... And they've been on like a whole... Well, if they weren't doing those 2 things, they'd have to get some value out of it. Anyway, where were we? So, anyway, so I thought, oh yeah, I'll start actually doing 30 minutes a day of walking and that. TV, like, what the heck? What the heck? What do we do on Noma TV? I honestly have no idea. Well, no, I don't have no idea. Of strawberries. I still wasn't even full. Like, I wasn't hungry, but I wasn't full either. And it's a lot of strawberries to eat. And then I could have had frozen berries, which would have been another 250 grams of frozen berries, including strawberries. Yeah, because... Yeah, I haven't actually... Yeah, for the last multiple nights, last 2, 3, 4... I think the last 4 nights I've gone to bed in silence. Well, starting on Sunday night, I think I did. Yeah, starting on Sunday night. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, for the last 4 nights, I've gone to bed in silence. No ASMR, no song. Silence. I can't believe we're banned on Nimo TV. Like, what the heck? What the heck? What do we do on Nimo TV? Hey, Peter, welcome. Oh, no. Going to be in silence. It's been good. I've had a productive week. It's been a great week, actually. I forgot where I was going. Because, yeah, so the strawberries... Yeah, I really do like strawberries. They're real good. I really do like strawberries. But, yeah, so it's been a long way going back that I bought them. I need to find some more foods that I like. I wrote down a few on the list. I mean, sometimes, like, a cut-up apple I might like. But I normally, like, look at apples and I never even consider them as food. But yeah, well, like on the bench and that, they're always sort of there. So, cut up apple or muesli bar, I could try starting them. Or mixed nuts, like when you got Brazil nuts and almonds and all that together. Some ice creams. Anyway, yeah, so strawberries, I do like them strawberries. It's been nice going to sleep in silence. All those ASMR channels be like, no, we're missing out. No, but I think it's good if you're not reliant on those things. Like ASMR. I might go actually get some strawberries and eat them. Just add in the description. But I just can't believe that so many people still buy rotten ones or more. Because I mean, if they didn't, then the shop person won't put them out. But yeah, I mean, normally it's not like they're not blatantly moldy, but you can tell the squishy, like the juice, like they've been against the edge, and you're like, and you know that's gonna, well, I know that's gonna mean that they're gonna go bad real soon, but people clearly don't. Anyway, the mango's real good, so yeah, and so are the strawberries at the moment. Hello Peter, welcome back. Oh, he's getting. Did we just see Max yet? Minis. Oh, he's got one more and then 2 more. We got the knight ages ago. We got the first one of the knight, but yeah. So then that will be, I've calculated it, 1, 2, 3, and then this here will, for the heroes, it will be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're currently, 3? What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, oh no, 7, yeah, 7, which perfectly makes it, so it will be a maxed out account on 16. The only thing that's not perfect is my stats. Okay, so we got that, we've got to win a round. Really want to win with those lumberjack ones. Moyo, welcome to the stream. I got your name right. Okay. Played Citadels yesterday, that's a fun game. The person that hadn't played it, yeah, my auntie, she won. She won. She got to 8 real quick. Whoa, they like hit the ground like a... Yeah, like shakes the ground a little bit. So basically, right now... Oh, we have to win one more round, but we're trying to get this guy. We just want to get wins with that thing. No, it's so hard. No. Played any matches besides that one? Yes, I have. Not this stream, but last stream we versed him a few times actually. Oh no, we have to have him at least one more star than that, because I reckon we don't use him yet, because that will not help our chances of winning. Get our first one. We'll never won a round with that guy. Oh, not a round, a game. I should really have like made it like a compilation of all the times we're sent to, but I don't have the time to do that. We'd have to win the rounds. It doesn't even matter if, yeah, it's. Oh. 6. That would just get us 4. No, that one won't. You know, we ain't winning this one. But... We've tried that it's attempted that a lot. Keep failing. Maybe I should have seen some might just do that actually. We've got one on D-Live still, which is cool. I still don't know why we're banned on D-Live. Not yet. Not D-Live, on the demo. Oh, we didn't even get the win around one. So we got that and then we just have to use the challenge tokens. We've never won a game. Never. Like, never won a game using him. What do we used to have for that? Oh, I could go Magic Archer. Oh, yeah, we normally do it. Oh, Giant. No, yeah, we definitely should do that instead. Or Bowler. That's who's at 3k now. Man, he's got a huge gap. And then it drops to like 1,500 after. Yeah, then those two, there's a massive gap between that group now. 400, like 300 gap there. So yeah, 2 to 7 are all pretty. So he's miles ahead on himself. Like these two are all, and then 2 to 7 are close. And then there's sort of a lot of us are close from there. So those top 7 players are really high ahead. Win a round. Surely we can win 1 round, at least. Let's win our first lump. I reckon we'll win this. He's level 3. Oh, hell, we getting that achievement of, yeah. Oh, if this had been ranked. But if it had been ranked, that means if I'm saying that, it means I think we'll win. And then we'll get our first win with the Lumberjack. Then I'm hungry. And I'm getting grumpy. I think we'll win this one. Oh, well, we've won our match, that's for sure. So now... Oh, we could put him there, but we'll probably get attacked. He hasn't got a bowler, so we'll have a crack at that. Have a cracker. Yeah, that... Oh, no, double miss. Still think we win. Our first win with, and he died, but he was the only one of our troops that died. Yes. Yay. Our first lumberjack one, which then goes to 3 and 5. Oh, that doesn't even, that only gets you gold the second time around. And tomorrow then we get, when we get the final ones. Because tomorrow because we'll only get certain ones. So we get the queen and the maiden. And one lot of those guys, and then they should just max out soon because we don't want to waste money on. Yeah. We should know what we should be doing then is we should be waiting. We should be waiting with this. And so then we get the final correct ones. So we used to do it real. Might go get some strawberries actually. Eat some of them on stream, which I don't normally do. go. Okay. That looks impressive, 30th in the world. It doesn't look impressive how much was spent to get there. Yeah, so these are the strawberries, is what it looks like. The brand is called Little Beauties. Assuming that's placed in New Zealand. Oh, I can't really read the text. Oh no, there we go. There we go. It's green, that's why you can't see it. Oh, then there'll be like little bits that... Oh no, it still looks fine. Oh, it's like... It looks really bad footage when it's like that. Anyway, they should taste good. I was thinking about, yeah, like yesterday I mentioned about like... Because effectively what I was saying regarding like whether, you know, if you do YouTube and if it succeeds and people are like, whoa, you're amazing, if it doesn't do, then people are like, oh, what a terrible decision. It's sort of like, well, it's like judging things by the outcome, which I think that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Like, you do want to do that now. But then, there we go. Do you not put anything like strawberry, like sugar or chocolate sauce? Just plain, just eat them plain, yeah. I've had them with sugar before and that, but normally if it's a good strawberry, and thus it's sweet, then I don't think you need sugar in that, because then it's just like excessively unhealthy. But yeah, some of them are not very sweet, but then they're not good strawberry. But then, yeah, people like my grandparents, they put sugar on theirs, cut them up and put sugar on them. I like them plain. I have tried them with chocolate, and I like it with chocolate as well. Like with chocolate, I like them plain, and they're nice with sugar as well. But I just think, like, I mean, I've become more anti-sugar in the last year or two, where I'm like trying more and more so. But unhealthy me, never. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, it's like this is not a great quality strawberry by any means. You can see like it's got like gnarly bits on it. With apricots, it's the reverse. So the worse they look, the better they taste in general. Because the ones that look all perfect and pristine, they're just like perfectly, you know, like they're the ones at supermarkets. They're like, you know, done in this way, but then they're not actually. I think they're honestly the ones that, yeah. Which then someone actually questioned like a month ago when I said that. They're like, yeah, but does that actually mean? Is it just because, you know, surely though the same variety that looked fine would then be, you know, then would be better if it's not bruised in that. Maybe, or not bruised, definitely not bruised. No, bruised tastes bad, like hail damaged in that. But, because then it sort of just like scars it, but it doesn't make it rot or anything. So, yeah, and then, yeah, so actually, maybe that gives it some more flavor. But I definitely find that the better they look, the worse they taste, is a general rule with apricots. So if it's like, if they look all sort of like, oh, that doesn't look perfect. I mean, and again, not rotten. Rotten is just an absolute no-no. But if it's like, sort of all like, weirdly shaped, or has like sort of like not rot but like scars like from hail damage, then as a general rule I find those ones taste nicer. So yeah, like this here, not great quality strawberry. Oh yeah, the focus isn't even that sort of, that's almost the type of squishiness that almost, if it was a bit liquidy, then it like would imply that it's going to start going off. Yeah, I like my strawberries. Yeah, I was thinking about the outcomes thing yesterday, but, and as a general, yeah, absolutely, it's good to judge things by the outcomes of that, but you also have to account that there's sometimes where then it's like, there's so many other factors, and things that go wrong, that doesn't mean it was a bad choice, it was just, you didn't know that was going to happen. Like, you know, for example, if you said, and that's why we don't even say, like, man, this dude's a professional, you know, tails versus heads player. Because, like, if someone flipped it, you know, said, I reckon it's going to be heads, and they flipped it, and it was heads, and let's say they did that, you know, 10 times, they're like, oh, I think it'll be tails, I think it'll be heads, and they got it right 10 times, which, statistically, someone's going to do if you've got a whole heap of people. You don't say, this guy is a pro, you know, I want this guy as my investor, he gets things right, you know, this is the type of guy that I want, because you know that it's luck, other than if he cheated in that, but assuming he didn't cheat, you know it's like, because you don't say, oh, that guy's a professional, he's such a smart dude. So there are factors in life, even though, yes, we do want to judge things based on the outcomes, I think, as a general rule, but there are exceptions where there's other factors at play, which mean that rule is either completely invalid, like in the case of heads versus tails, or it's somewhat skewed, so it's not really a good indicator. Even if one outcome's way better, you think, yeah, but there's other things that went at play, which doesn't mean that was necessarily You know, you could argue with elections and that. Just because someone wins an election doesn't mean that they're the better candidate. It just means that they were better at winning elections. So, I mean, as the outcome, you could say the outcome is that. But then there's other things that you can't conclude from. Like, you can't say, well, that means that must have been the best candidate. Because, like, not necessarily. Just means they won the election. More people voted for that candidate. But doesn't mean they're the better candidate. And so, yeah. But then that's subjective. Well, what do you mean by better candidate? And then if you talk about the outcome or overall good or etc., etc., yeah. There's different factors at play, but yeah. Doesn't mean that candidate will help the better society most just because they won an election. That's not sweet. That wasn't actually very nice. These are actually not as good. I put them in the fridge so then I think it makes them less sweet. Which is not what I want, but I don't want them to go rotten. Two on Twitch, one on YouTube. What do you like? I bet like, well, I don't think that any memes will be made on me, but if they were, I bet one of them would be like, SuperSight pushing or claiming to leaderboard push, and it's just like footage of hours of me just eating and talking and not actually playing. That wasn't used to be the case, but it's sort of with this game it's very much become the case. Like back in the day, like Rush Wars, I would like not even have a break basically, but now these days it's just like it just doesn't even matter really, because it's not going to affect growth. You can't get less growth if you haven't got growth. Where do you go to get the strawberries? I go to a fruit and veggie place. Sometimes they do sell them at supermarkets, but yeah. So yeah, so far the supermarkets have been more expensive when they've sold them compared to these other places, these fruit and veggie places. So I've gone to the fruit and veggie places. But yeah, supermarkets sometimes have them. $10 New Zealand dollars a kg. When I convert things to kgs, some people like a bit shocked. Like, do you know that sometimes that they had blueberries here? Well, not the other day. It was like a few months ago. Did you know they had blueberries for $80 a kg? People are like, what? But they're so used to it because they buy it in 125 gram punnets that are like $10. So they're like, oh, it's so dear. It's like so dear. But even it was advertised under Funky Pumpkin as a special when they put blueberries down to $8 a kg. Right, from well, whatever it was. I don't know what it was before that. They're advertising that as a special. $8, no, not per kg. $8 for a punnet, which is 125 grams. Meaning it's $64 a kg for blueberries. And they advertise that as a special. It's like, that's not a special. $64 a kg for blueberries. That's not a special. That's still so dear. In my opinion, I don't know. I hate to think what they consider not a special for them. I think $10. I don't know, but it depends on like, yeah, $84 a kg that's insane for blueberries. Because there's the supermarket's trying to sell them $10 a punnet, which is 125 grams, so $80 a kg. But there is a place that I go out in Wood End, and it sells them for $18 a kg, and that's about as cheap as you'll get, unless the supermarkets occasionally sold it for cheaper. They've sold it for $2 a punnet would mean, which is very rare that they sell it for $2 a punnet. But if it is, then it becomes $16 a kg. Is that correct? 8 times, yeah, $16 a kg. Hello, welcome to the stream, LTD. Yeah, these aren't great quality strawberries, but at least they're not like the other ones I had to really quickly eat through because, well, I mean, A, because I like them, but also because they were going bad. Then they were just going to go bad, so that wasn't good. I had to cut a few bits off those other ones. Yeah, the These aren't actually very good. That one's a bit green. They don't really ripen up much. Oh, the game's gone. I eat the bottom first, the stalk bit, because then it's like not that pleasant to eat. Because I mean, so you can cut it out and all that, but it's like, I don't want to spend all the time cutting out all those things. It doesn't really matter. Eat a little bit of stalk. So it still turns off, even though it's not supposed to. So yeah, I eat the stalk bit first, and so then the last bit of the strawberry is more pleasant because there's no stalk bit in it. So. In this case, I'll eat the unripe bit first, so then the final bit's like ripe. That still tasted fine, green actually. The birds often get them when they're pretty green. Sort of have to pick them quite early if you're doing home ones. So now we're left with a nice bit, which is no stalk, no greenness, just red ripe. What deck do you use? Yeah, that one. Except without the lumberjack and with the giant skelly instead. Do you like any other fruits or vegetables besides strawberry? I like a lot. I like blueberries. I like blackberries. I like Cape gooseberries. Don't have many of them. Yeah, I haven't seen them sold. I don't think ever in New Zealand supermarkets. Like the plant I've seen, but I don't think I've actually seen Cape gooseberry. Otherwise, I reckon to buy a. Oh, depending how much. I love strawberries. I mean, I said strawberries. I love passion fruit. Love raspberries. Yeah. Apricots, only certain types. Mandarins, certain type. Kiwi Sweet brand. Oranges, certain types. Kiwi Sweet brand. I love fruit. But only certain types, which makes it hard, because Kiwi Sweet oranges I don't see much of. That's a good one. Red, red, red. I see red, I see red, I see red. Bit of liquid on this one. I think it's because I washed one of them, so it dropped on the ground. Thanks. One on Twitch, one on YouTube, one on D-Live. What is the LTD stand for limited in your name? LTD liberate? Are you liberating? In New Zealand, our second biggest party? Yeah, national party. They're currently having, I think a leader. Like they're determining who's going to be the leader. Because there's a current one that's called Judith Collins, and then they're discussing if they want her or potentially someone new. I think that's what's going on. Anyway, it doesn't often happen. There's like a major thing. It's not the same as in the US. Like you don't sort of just like. Well, no, because the thing is in the no, actually potentially it could like in Congress and the House of Representatives they could like have like change the leader actually. You know, actually there's the thing because I thought it would be the equivalent of change Biden or Trump, which that doesn't. You don't do that, but no. But then that's like the ultra leader kind of. Then you have like but the other thing is very important like Mitch McConnell, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, or Mitch McConnell and Chuck Schumer, and then Nancy Pelosi and is it Kevin McCarthy I think it is. So it's like changing one of them out, which is pretty significant. And in New Zealand, it's pretty significant as well. Because then in 2 years, if there's an election, and then National Party and coalition with the other ones wins, then that will be the Prime Minister. But again, New Zealand compared to US is like just a small potato. It's like not even small potato, it's like a dot in terms of significance on the world. What ones do you like, Peter? Any fruit or vegetable? What's your favorite ones? I love berries. I love berries. Do you like berries? Blueberries? Blawberries. Tap it with my toe. It's not working. Oh no. Oh, it worked. I don't usually eat fruits or vegetables. No, Peter, no. Made it probably like 10 years ago when I played RuneScape. Oh, wow. Man, so you're over 10 years old then. Probably over 20 years old. I like apples, pears, bananas, onions, cucumbers, but I'll eat fruits and veggies around. Well, they're good ones to eat. Easy to please, nice and cheap. Apples, pears. I wish I liked normal cheap ones, because our classic ones are apples. Apples and bananas are the main classic too, and then oranges and pears. Strawberries are okay. 25, so you're playing RuneScape at age 15, 10 years ago? 10 years ago, 2015. Oh yeah? I was about to say that's real early, but it's not that early in the computer world of things. You know, RuneScape was a really popular game. Like, I hear heaps of people mention it. RuneScape, Call of Duty, Overwatch. Call of Duty, Mr. Beast videos, like he'd used to commentate with some footage of that. I considered doing that for Battlelands. Actually did that for one with Battlelands, talking about Mr. Beast. Man, started when I was 10. That's real early. That was nice. It was refreshing. Okay, let's play some games. It's a Thursday. I don't think we'll push today. Enchanted! Yo yo! Pardon me. Man, that actually does a lot of
damage that spear. Oh, looks like we'll win the first one. Oh, this is unranked though. No, it's not. Well, maybe it won't. It won't be annoying if we lose. Oh, that's actually a real good option. Oh, nice. Oh, we haven't got a giant skelly. That means I'll waste the legs then. Good legs, sire. I think we'll win this one. Let's go. Let's go. Hit that queen. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, we're gonna win this one. Whoa, that was unexpected. Man, we really got them this time. On me, I thought that was gonna be a speed thing. We've got to put the jack out. This guy and the bowler, awesome. So, because this is the whole point of this round. Oh, nice. The bomb doesn't. Oh, yes. We're gonna win. We're gonna win! A second lumberjack victory. We got a retrieve right now. With the lumberjack, which was severely hindering us. But we still managed. Oh, we have to play some real ones anyway. Yeah. Surgical. I'll put you in the hospital. Okay. You'll be needing a round after this game. You'll be needing some surgery after this round. Arr. Don't make me angry. Arr. Oh. How come that didn't help? Oh, smack? Smack? No. Esports win? No, that would just, the pressure would just, I'd die after the pressure of that. This is just like, even without, just trying to get high on the leaderboard is so hard. Let alone if they had esports. No, I don't think I'd be invited to go to esports. Oh no. That is a really strong ability. Hashtag Itsu was right. Hashtag Itsu was right about the queen. This is what he said a long time ago. It's only got 3 troops as of last round. Bam. Oh, that guy's knocked. Oh, we got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Really want these achievements, I'm telling you. Can't believe we've only dropped 5 positions after like 48 hours. It's crazy. Not quite 48 hours, but it's a lot. Send to hospital. Yeah, you can go for that platform if you want to go to hospital. No. Oh no, we missed both our shots. Yeah, I think we lost. I think we lost. Well played. Oh, that means we don't get any more. This is gonna be so flippin' hard. We're just gonna be giving people trophies because we can't. Like, it will be so flippin' hard because we have to win. See things from a whole new angle. Then we have a mango after this. I'm like just, I don't know, you can just sort of tell. It's sort of like, I'm like from this like, you know, this like, okay, we're gonna stream Rush Wars for 12 hours. Oh no, we didn't actually stream that one for 12 hours, but like 8 hours and that to just, let's have some strawberries. Oh, I'm tired. Let's have the mango now. You know, it's sort of like I went from like the you know, like this super hard worker, like a let's go, we're gonna just keep pushing to a sort of just lounge around. Like, okay, we might just sort of have a few rounds, then just go have some food, and then come back. Oh, we can have a couple more rounds. Then might go have an hour walk. It's, you know, it's just like I've just gone from like this guy to, you know, from that, you know, from the 2 different guys. I've gone from like here to, okay, no, we are not stopping. We're not having a break. I'm just gonna go to like, nah, I'm just gonna go for mango. Let's eat some strawberries. Let's go for a little walk. You know, it's just so pathetic. It's like, come on, dude. It's sort of, I don't know. Well, I think that it would be detrimental if I just keep going, because it'll just be insanely negative over the whole thing. So it's like, well, I'd rather just like keep having break after break than me break. I'd rather have breaks than break. Oh no. Oh well. That's okay. Oh, we've won 1 each. Oh, we might win this one. Oh yeah, because we zapped him and got him. Otherwise, if they hit the zap, we lost. Second game to win with that guy. He's like, I'll complete this challenge and then I'm never using you again. Okay, we're gonna go. You want the truth. You can't handle the truth. Oh, he can still zap a long distance. Ah, nah, these guys are not out of it. I think we lost. Yeah, we'll definitely lost. Okay, one more round. I'm struggling to win. Man, 360. Oh, he did a sneaky. Well played. Brick, please. Oh yeah, no. Anticipate kill. Well played. At least they're not ranked. So sick of just trying to get a win with this dude. We're losing it. We're not even using that other hero guy. Haha. He thought it'd finally change. Change your mind. We're gonna lose. Da 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 da. We just lost. Took a while before it hit 3. We can't really. It's so tricky to get there. It's gonna take a while actually to get through those final 12 more. That'll be sick. Sick dude. Yeah, there's a massive gap. Like, if you look at like where I am, and then you just look down a bit, it's like, whoa, that drops like about 100 trophies, and that's only a few positions. So sort of am somewhat solidified up here in the top few. But then again, like to just move up, you know, 7 positions is 100 also. It's really tricky on both sides. I don't think I'll. Tomorrow's Friday. Yeah. Oh no, I have to do the official list. Don't even. I feel like we're gonna lose. We'll go for it though. It's like a big white patch behind me. La da da do. Do 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 do. Do 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 dun dun do 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 do. La da da do.
Food, glorious food. The D-Live viewers go on to our YouTube show on Twitch. Oh, this is ranked. This is for reals. Oh, he gets the hit. Oh, bother. That's one of the abilities. Zip, zip, zip. Oh, did he? No, we're gonna lose the first round. Oh. Why? Oh. No, and then we lose those trophies. Ah. Oh. I don't recognize these names. Alyssa, maybe? That's supposed to be the round we win. Now we have to beat next two. Well, we can feel like we're useless together. We've both lost a game. Oh. Okay. Oh, bother. Oh, bother. Oh, he's chasing around. Sure is. Oh, yeah, my guy's dead next. Oh, but he's out. Oh, smack him. Smack. Oh, no. Smack. No. Zap. Right, yeah, yay! Okay, there we go. Now we have to win one more. One more game. Just one more game. Mini D. No, reverse time. Detona! Could upgrade those two yet again. Oh, come on. Oh, we don't really have a choice. Okay, well, this is just like. I would do the stun one, but I'm pretty sure that one's glitched. This is going to be like a... If we hit him, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. If we don't hit him, then ladies and gentlemen, we don't got him. Here we go. Is he... Oh, yeah, we hit two of them. Yeah, that's good. That's awesome. Yes. Yes. I think we're going to win this one. That guy's taken ages to get here. Oh, dear. Oh, this could go either way. This could go one of two ways. Oh dear. No. Zip. No, we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose. No, we lose 6 trophies. Ah. So we've lost the net 8 trophies this day. And then we've lost 1, 2, 3, 4. We lost 4 things. So we're losing at average. Every round we lose on average 2 trophies. We're going backwards. Oh, we were infinite. Did you see that? Oh, that's a shame. We can do a duel. Let's just get over. I'm done. I'm done. I'm just gonna do 2 games and then we're done. I'm going. Today's not a good day. Which is just, I'm just having way too many not good days at this game. It's like, oh, stupid bomber. Okay. Oh. No, he has to be up. No, we've lost. Let's be real. And he gets hit with that. Yeah, we are done. We are knocked. No, not this round. Schmack. Oh, we've lost 8 trophies. And our tokens are getting wasted as well. The top players, us top players, are quite a wee way ahead, so it's sort of like, you gone. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Oh, we have to, unless we delete 2, but then, Oh, that was... Nah, we didn't play this round well. At least the electro is easy going. Oh. No. I was gonna stream for ages today, but I'm done. I'm so over it already. bamboozled and backstabbed. That's the message. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Oh no! Oh, well that pushes up. Doesn't really matter. Oh, we would have stabbed this wizard. Oh no, but then we got bold. Oh, I think we'll lose this one. We're gonna lose. They're gonna lose. They're gonna die. No. Oh, we're gonna lose even more trophies. Oh. And we should have got our heroes done ages ago. I shouldn't have stopped spending back things. Now it's just wasted. Double wasted. Oh. Bowler. Stab to the heart. Put it there in case you wax it across. Something like that. Schmacks. I don't think he's set up very well. Oh no, I think it's fine. Well, look at that red on this one. My goodness. Might get a young. Oh, too late. Too late. No. We lost again. How many is that down? We're down like net negative. We're down net negative 8. Now we're down net negative 11. Now we'll do a tournament. We'll do and then if we get it, then we're like still negative net 1, but it's not as bad. Well, no, it's not as bad. Although wasted all the tokens. Should have not stopped yesterday. I should have done a lot of things differently. I should have never played this game. Yeah, had I known on the first day that this is where I'd be on how, like, however many days it's been, it was the 8th, that I'd be like this, I wouldn't have even, I mean, it would have been fun to start. I would have played it, like, I would have just done free to play, streamed it on the first couple of days or whatnot, and then just stopped, because, yeah, it was, I would not have streamed all this and spent all this money if I knew that we're just going to get so unpromoted on YouTube that we got virtually no growth out of, or very minimal growth out of, compared to Everdale, which was a way less popular game, or let alone compared to Rush Wars. Substantially less growth compared to Rush Wars. Substantially. And yeah. I must have just played a lot of Rush Wars without streaming. I remember getting up and I'd race to... I'd get my bowl for... Whoa, that filled up. What the heck? Okay, there we go. I'd run to get my bowl to fill up and then run to get my spoon, and because I was just playing non-stop. Yeah, had I known that this is where we'd end up, I would just be like, well, I'm not going to cover that game. But I didn't know that despite playing really well, you know, having the same classic, you know, me sort of thumbnail and title and tags, we just would get virtually no promotion on YouTube, so virtually no new viewers. I mean, some new viewers, but not nearly compared to, like, Rush Wars, where we got, I think, probably thousands of new viewers. Whereas this one, it's like, I mean, we had 20,000 views in a Rush Wars stream. Yeah, here we are, and it's just an utter abysmal failure. And I don't think that I don't think I did it wrong. I got to top 30 in the world. I maxed out my account by investing in it. I was streaming a lot. I am good at it, and it's like, I'm not great. Like, I'm not Itsu at it, but I mean, he did practice, so. Yeah, I'm alright. Yeah, Kiro's time saying that they'd had it for ages in advance. That's a big advantage. So yeah, I just think that it's just been a really, really unfortunate big failure. Thanks for the deck. You're welcome. It's not working for me right now. I've lost more trophies than I've gained with it. I've lost 11 trophies. Yeah. And if we lost this one, we would have lost 17 trophies, and I'll call it a day. An absolute failure of a day. I don't enjoy streaming this. Today I don't. Yeah. Pretty sick of it, to be fair. It's like, yeah. It's just one big tragedy. What could have been a ravaging success with me doing incredibly well at the game compared to most people and just boosting it, streaming lots, could have been huge growth like Rush Wars, but instead it's just been a dismal failure with virtually, yeah, it's just so sad.
So sad. It's just so flippin' sad. Yeah, but that could be months away, and it might still die. Like, it could be... I mean, like, because Heyday Pop was around for, like, a year. Just about. It was, like, March to February. It was around for, like, 11 months. And I haven't got 11 months of life to just keep covering this for virtually no growth, no income. It just that's just not sustainable for me. It's just... Well, no, like, I mean, I might as well be doing something that actually, like, I just can't just keep doing this. Yeah. And my global also might get deleted after 11 months, and then it was like, well, that's another year of my life gone, wasted covering something that didn't actually take off. It's just so, oh, it's so, yeah, it's just YouTube, doing YouTubing and stuff is just not good. Looks like we'll get through the next round. Yeah, so yeah. Like, if it was guaranteed that it would go global, and that my channel would get growth, and that this would work. Well, yeah, but then there's not many guarantees. So, yeah. We're through that thing, that's good. Making sure. I didn't even know the Anna, I think we last. Cushman, actually, I recognize that name. The other names I don't recognize. Dick, well, I just versed him, but. Talia. Delia. Dovkin. Oh, where is that electricity, dude? It doesn't really matter. Oh, what do we do next round, though? Oh, we can get that guy another upgrade. So we'll go like... Delia. Dolphin. Go on. You go. And then there's so many unknowns, like even if I did cover for the next 11 months, like it might, like even, like, you know, it might end up still getting deleted, or it might go global, but then I don't get any growth from it, or I might get banned again. And so it's just like, and you know, it's just, yeah. There's so many, or there might be a law passed, well, there's like, you know, Article 13 or whatnot, different laws that would have, you know, or COPA, or different, all sorts of different stuff that could then screw you over. So there's a hang of a lot more that could go wrong that could go right. Oh, that's a good couple of hits. Oh, they dodged. We still have a reasonable chance of winning this one. My bomber gun never gets anything. I think we've lost this. Yeah, pretty sure we have, unfortunately. Yeah, and that means we lose, sure, doesn't it? It does. Well, that was an utterly complete abysmal failure of the day. We lost. How many have we already lost? We lost, I can't even remember. Was it? Oh, it would have been 17. If we lost 6. What would have been? If we'd won, would have been negative net 1. So we lost 11. Yeah, so then we lost 4. So we lost 15 trophies and wasted however many tokens we wasted. So that was a complete waste. We just like lost. We dropped. We literally have we dropped ranks. We dropped back 2 ranks. Wasted tokens. That was a complete waste of time. Okay, anyway, yeah. In terms of the progressing in the game, we've just gone backwards. We lost most of our games. So stupid. Okay, anyway, that will do. That will wrap it up. I'm done. I'm so done. I'm so over this already. Very much looking forward to ending the stream. Yeah. What would be nice? That one's Kabul. Not Kabul. Kebab. No, not kebab. Super lucky. Super lucky. That'd be nice. Oh. Do that again. Gandalf. Yeah, some of these people are way lower than me and I'm still worse than them. it's so hard, this game. It's so hard. Oh. See ya, Peter. Thanks for being part of the stream. $60, 61%, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 72, 74, 76, 78, 80, 82, 84, 86, 88, 90, 92, 94, 96, 98, and we're done. Boom. That's still only on 800. Yeah, man. Oh, I'm so over this. Okay, well, let's just do the wrap. Okay, so thank you to Supercell for the headset, the camera, and the game. Thank you to 360 Marine for the reflection on the screen. 24 times .com something. Dakota, no. 24 times.com for the time below. To Reaching.io for live streaming to all the different platforms. Thank you to Trovo, Twitter, Mob Crush, Rumble, Facebook, DLive, Free TV, YouTube, Twitch for live streaming your platforms. OBS for the free streaming software. Hasbro and SMG Studio for the background. Thank you to the members, Peter Rowe, to Lin, to Josh Winder, to Phasecast, to YTing for being members of the channel. And thank you to Lynn here, who's here moderating. And thanks for the chats, Peter. And LTD for being part of it, for Moyo, to Luisio, to Krishna Bob, to Strategy Gamer Hunter, to Yoda Zakoi, to UHH. Thanks for being part of the stream. We will get the final images. Hammer Springs. Yeah, Peter, you are lasted to the end. Thanks for being part of it till the very end. Alright, viewers. Cool beans. Do that, and then Twitch, which probably is not. Oh, that was solid, actually, looking back. Like, I think we got a shout out, like, from, and yeah, Enchanted. Oh, with no viewers then. Average viewers. It's going down. It's going down. Okay, there we go. We will. Yeah, down to 460. This was a way short stream though, but still. Yeah, this I totally could have been a streamer, but realistically, I'm not going to be a streamer. I'm not going to be a YouTuber. It could have been. It honestly could have been. My channel was taking off. I knew how it worked, but it all just collapsed. So, yeah, I don't think I will be, but I could have been. But, yeah, I clearly am not over it, and sometimes it's just how the cookie crumbles, but I just can't accept the fact that my cookie has crumbled that way. It's just... unjust. It's just not beyond measure, because there's measurable things that are far more unjust than that. But it's just insanely, and it can't be reparated anymore. It just can't, because now all that growth would be, you know, like, all that growth is gone and missed, and I can't get the thousands of dollars I would have got back through that time, but all the growth, all the people that would have found my channel that won't have, at minimal, you know, YouTube could, well, yeah, they could just restore my channel to not being, you know, to like the previous point where it was getting promoted as much as it was back then. And I mean, because then you could argue, well, then they could extra promote it now, like they could compensate by promoting it twice as much in that. I don't know if that would work or if that would mess it up, or then it would. And they're definitely not going to do that. They definitely wouldn't intervene on case. I'm not even sure if that would be the right thing to do anyway. But yeah, well, it wouldn't have to be twice as much, but even like 1.1 or 1.25 times more promotion. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, it's never going to be. Yeah, and I just think that just me continuing, I clearly haven't. I thought I had. I thought it'd be like, oh well, it's okay that my channel's gone. I was convinced that I'd accept it, but I clearly haven't. I just can't get over the fact that my entire career as a YouTuber is ruined and destroyed as a result of that ban. That totally unjust ban, which is completely crippled and destroyed so much in more ways than you would probably realize. And more ways that I'll ever say. But, yeah, and I've said it in a lot of ways, as it is. But I haven't fully detailed the extent of what it did. But, yeah. I just can't accept that, yeah. That, because it's just like 4 years of my life just feels gone, wasted. I mean, again, it wasn't a total waste because there was so much I learned on the way, so many cool people I met on the way. But, I don't, as Stalin said, one death's a tragedy, 1 million's a statistic. That encompasses this. I mean, yeah, in a certain way, it's not the equivalent, the same as a death, but as in the idea that one cannot comprehend the damage that it's like done. It just sounds just as an effect. It's just it doesn't. Yeah, it's just the same as a simple mistake, but it's far more than that. And so I just have to accept that, yeah, all those 4 years of my life are gone. And I should just sort of move on now. But I mean, I still want to go at it. Still want to keep trying a little bit longer. But I just sort of have to move on and think, well, I gave it so flippin' much. And things that were out of my control vastly destroyed my ability and my dream in that regard. So, yeah, I just have to move on and just think, well, I tried. I gave it so much, and this is how it turned out. And it's not fair. It's not my fault it turned out this way. It is what it is. And I just have to move on. And I think the best way to move on would be for me to quit streaming and quit YouTubing. Which I want to keep covering this game for a bit. And then I do want to do a few more risk ones, which won't be that negative. And I mean, I'm not sure how much, if it's just like, just streaming itself is the issue. Or if it's specific games like this, which incredibly encompass and reflect the injustice of that ban, which has ruined and destroyed my channel, versus if I'm streaming Risk and I know, like, oh, this actually doesn't really affect it. Even when I was way back before I was banned, I just got very few views on Risk, and that was fine. I was happy to keep streaming Risk, knowing that, well, that is the reality. That was not YouTube hiding my channel or anything like that. It was, yeah, that's just covering Risk. That's the reality of it. But I am convinced that had my channel not been banned, the amount of viewers we're seeing for these streams on this game, like with Rush Wars, would have been very, very different. Yeah, I just think it's just, this is so, yeah. Yeah. And thus, so it's like, maybe I just quit streaming, basically, any Supercell game, because those ones I should have done well. If I do well at the game, I should see that reflected in the amount of viewers, as like with Rush Wars, and to some extent like Everdell, even though that was post-ban, but there was very little interest in that game, and thus I ended up with hardly any viewers as a result of that, and also the fact that I could get first, or in the top 3 of the results, as a result of very few people making content on it. But yeah, this is where it's at, and I'm very, very, very gutted and disappointed. I really am. Like, I thought this was the game. 1,000 euros on it. More than Rush Wars. And I just thought, and I've got to the top 30. I mean, I'm not like, I don't feel great at the game, but I'm clearly better than average. Well, no, not even that. It's not even necessarily true, because since it's all like all this, you know, pay to win stuff, it's hard to even tell. Am I even better than it? I reckon I would be, but I don't even know that, because like you're versing different heroes at different levels, so. Yeah, you don't, and I'm just buying all these extra tokens, so it's not, and it doesn't even truly reflect who is even the best at this game. Yeah, it doesn't account for all the money spent, and you can't, because you wouldn't play games that would then have not had that money spent. Anyway, where were we at? Yeah, really gutted, really disappointed with what's happened. And I think that moving on is going to be the step that I have to do. In which case, I intend to stream, you know, do some more Risk, and do some more, you know, of those old games, a few more of them, and, you know, try some more game reviews. But even so, I just don't think, after I do the few game reviews, it's very unlikely those game reviews will take off. And the one of Stick War 3 and Bullet League and Pico Tanks, I'm not expecting a big audience with those either, just like it wasn't a big audience before the ban either. It was, you know, It was a good Wii games and that, but I didn't get a big audience. But that was just that's what it was. It didn't have a lot of interest, so I didn't expect a big audience. So yeah, we'll sort of do a few of them. But I think ultimately, I don't think I'm going to be a streamer. I don't think I'm going to be a video creator in that. As much as I literally just as well could have. It just some very, very unfortunate, preventable things happened that, yeah, basically ruined and destroyed my chances of being a YouTuber. And I mean, it's not to say that it would be impossible. Like if Elon Musk, for example, today rocked up and said, "Hey, here's like $5 million to promote your channel," I could get back on track. But then I don't want to get back on track for that reason. Like, you know, absolutely, my channel would explode with viewers and that. But that's not what I want my channel to, like, I didn't want to get popular like that. I mean, obviously, I did spend some money in the background, but that was targeted. That was targeted spending. For example, on Xandar's channel, I was promoting